gonna late. The juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Yes. Can you hear me out there? I changed channels in the meantime during that countdown. I got movie star fingernails. I looked at my fingernails. I'm like, didn't I just clip these a couple days ago? How do they still grow? They're going to keep growing after I die too? Get liking and subscribing. Look, we're learning all kinds of stuff already. So get those fucking thinking caps on, everybody. It's Dr. Huge Show, usually Saturdays at 3 p.m. Today, Sunday at 3:06 p.m. You know, if you want to get technical about it. You know, these other people out here that do the podcast game and stuff, they don't care about being on time. And they get plenty of fans and plenty of follows and plenty of subscribers. People like will give guys that are 2 hours late 50 likes before they start. So smash away. Shout out to William Robinson in the building. Yep, blues expert. Bluegrass wrestling expert. That's what I call it, right? Now, I just came up with that now. Paladin also, possibly kind of in the building. You know, he does things. He's an earner out here for the whole Huge Inverse. So everybody, you know, of course, you follow each other as well. We make a community here, even though nobody wants to play with me anymore.
Nobody wants to play with me.
How dare these people have lives and have things going on other than goofing around with Dr. Huge, you know, during the weekend, right? They finally get some time off and things, and they're going to listen to me bitch about all this stuff that we're going to be bitching about today. So we got a ton of wrestling notes. Night of Champions just happened last night, technically, in Saudi Arabia. In the afternoon for us Americans over here. And, I mean, overall, let's just get into it. This Night of Champions stuff, going to Saudi Arabia, like once a year, was neat. Now we're doing it 2-3 times a year. They're getting Royal Rumbles. They're getting the WrestleMania next year, which Sami Zayn, if you haven't heard, champion, fucking not Raw champion either, like Buddy Rogers, Hulk Hogan champion. He's got that belt, and he won it in Saudi, so of course they were going to do that, right? Come on, Dr. Huge knows that this is the shits.
It's the shits.
It's a fact, Jack, bro. Nobody likes. Oh, if you like this, then you're buying into all this other horse shit out here. And don't worry, Sami Zayn won't be hurt by this because he blocks me online. He won't ever see this. And, you know, he didn't like my goofing. Me and the sleaze, you know, would come together and put out content of like him. The sleaze made a video of, what was it? America's Got Talent with the dogs doing the tricks. Well, Sami Zayn music over that. I mean, that's what that is. It's kids action movie music. So we weren't even goofing on him. It was his whole gimmick. It was just like, what is this? And he's got Islamic letters on him. He's got the taxi cab, like Masonic black and white symbols. He had the I don't know, whatever. But whatever, anything they think about him and all that stuff going into his gimmick, that ain't the reason why I dislike Sami Zayn. I don't care for him because, to me, he's at best. If you want to look at AEW, obviously makes less money than WWE, so they're lower on the totem pole of pro wrestling. That's not like going out of bounds. But you may like it better. I may like it better at times and stuff, but it ain't better. It's about making money, right? So if you want to like live in reality, Sami Zayn to me is more of a mid-card, lower card enhancement talent for the younger guys since he's been around this whole time, to boost other guys up. The top guy in WWE, and I get why they're doing it. There's probably a bunch of different reasons why they're doing it. The first thing that came to mind is they want to put the belt on Sammy. They get the Saudi stuff and all this done. And, if I had a message here, they get that little money grab over there, give them what they want. And also, you can take the belt off of Sammy and not Cody Rhodes. Because Cody Rhodes, he can't really lose to anybody unless they're Roman Reigns or something like that, generally. And they kept him looking strong. That's why the triple threat was happening. I'm not even really thinking about it anymore, and predicting these things. I probably would have already predicted this, that Sammy would win, and putting it together with Saudi Arabia and the triple threat match and the whole deal. But I don't care, because who cares anymore? This is McDonald's. Still. They don't give a shit about what us analyst professionals think at all. And then they go, but Dr. Huge, don't you want surprises? You always say you want surprises. You want random things happening. Isn't this random? Not really when you think about it, like I just pointed out. But again, I haven't been that invested in watching the actual creative and the shows, and there's too much wrestling. They want too much money for it. I actually thought about getting it yesterday. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this. And then I went, Sami Zayn's in the main event. Do I want this? I could care less about who wins and loses. It's more for the, water cooler talk here for the show. But we know what creative's bad. This is just another example of it. Does it get people talking a little bit? Yes. Does it get them to put the main strap on a Jabron Malone so Brock Lesnar can go beat him later, or Obafemi, or anybody else? And it's going to happen soon. And if he holds on to the belt for a long time, the name that's been coming up, my people, Jinder Mahal. So, is he another Jinder Mahal? And even that Jinder Mahal stuff, at least I could have fun with that. I'm not going to have fun with this Sami Zayn right here. This one, who's in my promo edits, go check it out. Made famous by Cody Rhodes and his air sucking, and Gunther and their little rivalry lately, but he keeps sticking his big head in it. And now he's got it. And now Gunther looks like a stooge. He's fighting with the fucking GM of SmackDown, a show that like nobody watches anymore, because it's at the end of the week after even the wrestling fans have consumed 1,000 hours of wrestling in that week. Somehow they do it with multiple TVs and things. Don't make me go into it. But then one of the best things in wrestling that's been retiring Goldberg and Cena and AJ Styles and your mom and everybody, right? Retiring it, the whole world. He's losing to Cody Rhodes multiple times in the past year. He's losing to Sami Zayn and this guy and that. Every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry around here, he's losing to. And that is also...
It's the shits.
This all stinks. This just sucks so bad. And it makes me I was laughing when I heard the news yesterday. I'm keeping up with the Twitsters and things and all the hip young kids and what they got to say about all this. And it's 50-50 on my timeline, at least. There's a lot of people like me, they're just shaking their heads at this. Like, how could you, Triple H? How could, because he's always the one to blame, right? Always the one to blame. It's all your fault, Triple H. Then, now, forever. Not Vince. We want Vince back, right? Or do we? I forget. What does the chat have to say? I still suspect the Saudis are trying to buy WWE. Yes. Thank you for writing it again fully. Look at that, kids. Don't ever do that, William Robinson. Not on my stream and my chat, guys. Guys in chat. I got to say, hit my quota of saying chatting, guys. Like all these other pros out here. Yeah. It's nothing politically. It's nothing like that, because it seems to. So Sami Zayn seems to have a lot of this political horse shit around him. I don't care about any of that. I'm not watching wrestling for anything other than to be entertained. And you're going to tell me a guy that's just stuck around. That's all he's done. Is he really that much better than Karrion Kross? Who, I mean, come on, Kross. I got to get you on and tell you what's for. You like Sami Zayn. Yeah, you worked with him and you like him and you know. You're out of the WWE. He's the champion right now. That's not what anybody wanted, right? And you're going to applaud that. Just saying, it's a little obnoxious. I know the fans are siding with the Sami thing and they got their moment or whatever. It stinks. And to hear that they were going to save this for the Saudi Mania next year, holy shit. WrestleMania, woo. You're the worst thing in the world now.
It was the shits.
You're one of the worst paper. I probably don't have to get a WrestleMania ever again. I went out of my way to get this last one. And then I saw the pay-per-view after that because, I still had the ESPN bundle at the time. Because that's how we do everything now, right? We're right back into the 90s where I'm spending $60 a month or whatever to try to watch this shit that I'm, it's craziness. The amount of ads. I'm not sitting there and watch a 4-hour pay-per-view for an hour and a half of wrestling after you get through the entrances and the commercials. And there's so many ads. There's ads from the announcers. There's ads from people in and around the ring. There are ads on the screen over there and their big Trons and stuff. And for us, and it's just... For Dr. Huge, I can't be watching all these ads. I got things to do, like make great videos like this guy, the BBQ one. Go check that out. I always got all these weird promo edits on the Dr. Huge Show channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button. Don't be a stupid idiot. Don't be Triple H out here that goes to John Cena in the golden shovel. Don't be burying Dr. Huge. We got to put Dr. Huge over, or we're going to get more of this. Is this fun? This is great. This is your main champion.
It's the shits.
How the hell did that happen, Paladin? Now everybody wants Vince. And that's not happening. Vince is like 1 trillion years old. He's like, he's smashing people up in his Audis and things out here. He can't even keep his hooers in line anymore. The game's passed him by. Yep. I never got it either. And how about like even a few months ago, there was this guy in the crowd that was like, oh, boo, booing Sammy or whatever. And he's looking at him like, how dare you boo me? I'm supposed to be a good guy. It's like he's one of them guys. I don't like it. I don't like his attitude. I don't like how he feels like he deserves this type shit. You deserve it. No, you don't. No, you don't. How about that? Gunther deserves it. Gunther deserves a healthy, good championship run. Because he just took out a whole bunch of legends. And what is he now he's going to go fight a fucking GM? Is that what you got prepared for this guy? Really? Unless they take my idea and then Nick Aldis creates his own faction of bad guys, which then slowly turns Gunther heel or face, which I don't really care to do any of that. but that we could insert something like that in here. So we could give Gunther something to do other than lose all the time. Because he's not the guy that should be losing all the time. And then where's Dragunov? Dragunov's the first one to dethrone this guy in the NXT UK back in the day. But probably nobody even knows that, probably. Nobody even knows who Dragunov is anymore because they don't even let him on TV anymore. Got it. Because we got this guy as champ instead. Can't have Dragunov. He's Russian or something. Probably some politics with that. Same reason I can't show most of my little promo edits to people in Russia because it's owned by SmackDown. They got problems, whatever. I don't know. This world's too much, though. It's too much. So they're not drawing me back in, that's for sure. I was ready to go pay another $35 with tax after that as well to watch this stupid PLE when I already knew pretty much everything that was going to happen. And then everybody's like, well, Brock's going to come back and this is going to happen. And that, all those rumors, nothing ever happens. Have you noticed that? Nothing ever really happens. And then if it does, it's like, well, we kind of knew that could happen. So, they're mad about SmackDown being basically released before the show actually happened. But how are you going to keep that cat in the bag these days? Stop having shows overseas. Stop taping them a week before. Then that won't happen. I know I'm armchair quarterbacking this thing. Sounds a lot easier when coming from Dr. Huge. I'm sure it's not. Doing this scale of broadcasting. But I'm going to focus more on the creative, which I always have been. And this shit stinks.
It's the shits.
So Sami Zayn, get out of my life. I've been begging for you to get out of my life for years now, literally, on the show. You blocked me on the X machine with your boy Kevin Owens. You both did it on the same day, so you clearly had Dr. Huge on the mind that day, right? This is fact, people. Listen, I got pullout here. If you didn't know, get in the fucking subscribes, hit them buttons and things, right? Notifications and all that. But I do have another story around here. I'm going to have to find it. We're going to have to hit some buttons ourselves. Sorry, but before we get into all the likes, my little bookmarks, since they don't let me bookmark, I don't have the check mark anymore. We're going to go to my posts. And we're going to find... We're talking with our friend, our follower, Sergeant Slaughter the other day. Because this Tiffany Stratton, again, this modern day wrestling, the hell is going on, guys? Where is it? It can't be that far. Did I pass it? There it is. Now look at this. Can you see that? Is it big enough? Can I make it bigger? That's what she said. Anyway, so Tiffany Stratton doesn't know one of my top followers in pro wrestling legend, Sergeant Slaughter. Send her a follow as a goof, Sarge. And he actually wrote back because we're great friends. I think I watched her wrestle once, but I turned it off after about 30 seconds into the match with a question mark. What was her name again? Exactly. That's how you handle it. So you've been called out, Tiffany Stratton. You know, you are goated. Dr. Huge knew you were going to be a superstar from day one, even though you know nothing about wrestling. And, you had a crash course on it a few years ago. That's cool. That's neat. And that's nice and everything. But I don't know. It's time to learn about the past. Because if you actually just do that, it's going to make your career better. I don't know how it will do that. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. I just feel like that would be the case. And that goes for everybody in all these pro sports. Professional wrestling, professional athletes, sports. How do you not know who Sergeant Slaughter is, really? I mean, you're a part of a company that's so fucking big. It's been around so long. You're not interested at all to watch any of the stuff from the past? Like, you could care less. It's just strange to me. And I've talked to even older legendary wrestlers and managers and things like that. And they say they don't watch the new product, even when Vince was there. They're like, yeah, I don't watch it. Unless that's an out for them so they don't have to shit on it, which they were. They were shitting on a lot of things when I was around these guys. But anyway, that happened this week. Shout out to Tiffany Stratton and Sergeant Slaughter. That's right. Always answer Dr. Huge back. All right, here's some news here. Got a couple football stories. Holy shit, Bills safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson went off on the Eagles, their players, and their culture. Listen up, Philly sports pride. He, in quotes, says, "You've got guys running people over in their cars, DUIs, K-ing people," right? YouTube TOS, hitting females. I make plays, but they say, we're only going to keep you for 3 months out of the year. Specifically when talking about Saquon, I hope you're happy. You see that band's getting broken up. Uh-oh. Problems in Philadelphia, according to CJG. And then George Kittle over here speaking out on why the grass is being used for World Cup matches, but not NFL games. And he says, we've made it clear that we prefer grass fields. We know it's better on our bodies, and clearly we know it's possible based on everything that went into putting down grass fields for the World Cup in each stadium. At this point, it comes down to the NFL making it a priority and choosing to invest in us as players because our bodies are our business, which they get to capitalize on. Yep. Bring back grass. Because playing with all these pellets and things, they get in people's eyes. They're tearing ACLs left and right. The 49ers do know a thing about that. I think they torn like 20 of them in the past couple years or something. Just craziness. And then we have this story. Can't even see. The media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner. So you get to see this a lot lately now as well. Now that ESPN's taken over and they're doing their thing with WWE, you think you're going to repost things and, try to steal clips and things here and there. Nope. No, you're not. Not no more. So Slagent P writes, you know what warms my heart? After all we've been through, Jade Cargill paying homage to me and keeping my moves alive in the ring, clap emoji. You're a real one, sis. Heart hands emoji. Once I relearn how to use my right arm again, I will show you how to transfer their weight so you get the pin next time. Relearn. Man, I'm going blind. New glasses, something. Relearn. Yeah. So Jade Cargill did a move. Her black hole son, I believe, or something like that. And it was sloppy. It was stupid. It was bald. And that's what Piper had to say about it. And that was not it. This came after another post by Piper, which was a lot more harsh. And I think I have it over here. Let me get back into my studio. Let me get all professional on you. Where it at? It's around here somewhere. There it is. With the picture of Tiffy and Jade doing the move on her. And it says, 5 out of 10, a bit sloppy. You didn't transfer her weight onto your chest, so you never really had her. And that's why she slipped out and you got that double bump effect. And her head reverberated on the mat. I had to do that one real slow. Let me do it slow again for the future. Reverberated. Got it. I don't say that a whole lot. But you looked great, and who cares who you hurt so long as you're all right, right? Let me say that last line again for you, people that speak English. But you looked great, and who cares who you hurt so long as you're all right, right? So that's a harsh critique. You stole my move, you fucked it up, and who cares because you still look good. Who cares who you hurt? Huh? So very catty. This is getting very childish, elementary school. But hey, apparently she pissed her off. And Chelsea Green, remember, and a few others. They were all starting to say, chirping up. I think Rhea Ripley was another one. She was like, this Jade Cargill, she's like bald and stupid, right? She's old. She can't do moves. She's hurting me. She's big shotting everybody out here. Right? Cheers to you, Jade.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we get it. How dare we make fun of the wigs? There is a TikTok video or some videos out there. A guy goes around, black fella with a leaf blower, and he goes up behind the chicks with the weaves. And one of them, the best one, he went behind her and he blew her weave up so high it went on a roof. She couldn't get it back. It was on the roof. Then they chase him, right? And he runs around and he's like, I didn't mean it. I'm just blowing leaves over here. Whoops. Yep, the Patriots are going to be so good this year, right? So good. We're going right back to the Super Bowl. Hey, you never know. I would think that Drake May would have a nice big chip on his shoulder this year. I think that's the case. And they gave him a bunch more weapons that can run further downfield. Dobbs, A.J. Brown. We're loaded up better this year. We got better protection this year than we did last year even. So watch out, everybody. They do have a really tough schedule. So there's that. Anyway, I think that does it for all my NFL stuff. We got that all out of the way. Let's take a little dabble break. Let's watch some dabble videos. Hold on, let me get over here now. I'm over here now. Oh, we're almost there. Where is it? Are we going to watch the Dirty Jers? Yeah, it's a long one. But there's things going on in this dabbleverse. And yes, the dabbleverse still kind of is alive. Probably won't be for much, much longer if John stays away. Starting to fracture, fissure, get more, they're getting more people involved. At least the Clippers are. And, I mean, it's really about the Clippers, right? Because whatever reality is what they say it is. So they're the ones putting people on the platforms out there. Now let's partake and watch some of last night's MLC because I didn't watch any of it. I was busy on my franchise mode, being the greatest GM ever in Madden football history, 4 Super Bowls in a row.
In bed.
So that's Cumia in the bottom, Count Cumia, Flatbroke Gino, the hot dog known as Kevin Brennan, our leader. And they'll eventually get Chad Zumach on, a.k.a. Baby Fatso, for those that know. And then KB eventually comes on, a.k.a. Cankles from the Cankles gang. And there's a whole lot of shenanigans. There's a whole lot of fighting. And I'm going to take a break from talking and let these other fucking people talk. Let's listen to a bunch of old white guys argue at 1 a.m. on a Saturday night because they're spry.
And I popped this
Chad,
on, and I'm like,
hold on. Anthony,
like, oh,
Gino, finish.
Anthony, do you know how Chad, and I know you yell at me all the time, I can't believe you were the mole, because Chad would never lie, a guy that's a multiple double-digit felon. But TMZ.
So he's going to keep talking, and it really sucks when he talks because he loses people really quick. He loses them quicker than I do because he really doesn't make much sense, and he just goes and goes and goes and goes. But Gino and Cumia are like BFFs forever. You need to know these things in context. All right.
TM Zumach went on in March, April, and May, and we talked about this. He says I called him in June, but then he had a time machine, and that's how he got the information for March, April, and May. Then he said, I called him, maybe he called me, I called from Counter's phone. And Kevin, this is on you. You let him get away with being this stupid because it makes you money, and we all agree. But it's embarrassing how you have no respect for Chad, and you let him look this stupid. Anthony, Kevin, your thoughts?
I think it's funny, and I think Kevin said it before. It's content.
Yeah.
Look, the bottom line with everybody is you're on here to get more people watching than less people watching. You want more people. Chad gets more people watching when he's on Kevin's show. But the reason is because Chad, there he is.
See, so it's true. It's about causing this drama and watching them fight like kids and things on the internet and all this. And we like it. That's why the show's called Misery Loves Company. That's what it's all about. So you got Brennan right here. He's the person, and usually in that spot is the host. And they, on these shows, they like to take a back seat so that everybody else can fight. But then they also have ulterior motives. Even myself, I mean, you obviously going to be biased a little bit one way or another. And he loves Chad because Chad helps him with the show. But he also likes Cumia and kisses Cumia's ass because he's the funniest, he's the greatest, he's the this, he's the that. And Cumia is funny. But, the guys lose their fastball through the years. And Cumia is more into the race hustling and that horse shit to really be something out here. He's not doing it based off of Vince McMahon and Dice Clay impressions and shit like he should be. Honestly, you need to be doing that more. Some more Jesse Venturas. I mean, they're kind of still relevant. But anyway, we're going to get to see the arguing skills of the Z-Man, right? Which, I mean, come on, the Z-Man, bro. It just... I can't.
Bring it, boss, bring it.
Here he goes.
Calm down.
Here he goes.
Oh, thank you. You'll take him out when the boss is here. Thank you.
No,
This is exactly what I said earlier, too. The guy is petrified to have a discussion. So he'll yell. He'll call Gino's wife a whore.
Boss.
He'll call me.
That's what Stuttering John does, too. So anytime there's any type of internet debate or whatever with like his enemies and things, he just screams the whole time and makes it so nobody can hear the other person at all. And he'll like repeat things because he's got really nothing to say. He's just screaming. And it just makes for, these goofs on the internet that like it, like me. They start, what do they say? I can't even say it on the internet, I think. I might get locked up, even though, whatever. We'll leave it at that.
He fucking names. He'll goof on people's looks and stuff because he has nothing of substance. He'll call me a loser.
How about this? Anthony looks Rooker-Reich. You Rooker-Reich. He looks like we're doing it on the fly. We're riffing right now, everybody. Hit the like button. He looks like De Niro in Goodfellas at the end. Not at the beginning, at the end. Even though he doesn't, he's soy sauced his hair, he would look like big glasses De Niro at the end of Goodfellas, trying to get Karen to go into, the abandoned building with the goons, right? Go over there. Just go in there. We got something for you. You just gotta go in that room there while they're laying tarp and pulling out the shovels and things. Mm-hmm. That's you, Anthony Cumia. What does he look like? What does this guy look like? He looks like, is it like Groucho Marx? With, he's got the Italian pullback band around the head, even. He's looking like he's drinking around the clock. So who does he look like? He looks like he looks the bassist of Bruce Springsteen. Give me some Seth Rollins. No, he looks like Bruce Springsteen's roadie. He looks like a Springsteen roadie. That's what it is. So, okay, De Niro at the end of Goodfellas, Springsteen roadie, and our leader. We can't do it to our leader. We'll leave him alone.
Now watch 20 times without any
boss. Bring me on. Quit taking me off, boss. I want to talk to you, boss. Boss,
he's a loser.
You gotta let Cumia talk, then you can talk.
You can make examples and bring up examples of how he's a loser without just saying you're a loser, you're a loser, you're a loser. I can say he's 50 years old. He has a fake make-believe girlfriend, which I haven't had since maybe 8 years old. I invented a fake girlfriend.
She was hot, Anthony.
He doesn't have a job to speak of. At 50 years old, if you're still parading around in your car, going to gigs, and that's your primary source of income, and it's nothing, you're in trouble. You're kind of in trouble.
So you understand that this is basically, when these guys get together, it's all, like, especially comedians, and it seems to be like that for whatever reason. It's just dick measuring, constant. This is where you work or don't work. This is the car you drive or don't drive. This is your life. We're going to compare my life to your life and this and that. And of course, Anthony's going to win this every time, probably over everybody. Even Brennan, who is killing it on the playboard on the YouTubes here, like one of the number one super chatted shows in all of the comedy, is he has to be like, yes, Cumia, you are the funniest and you are the greatest and you are the best, because Cumia has again, it's a lot easier for these guys because they've been around the block, right? They've been around. Dr. Huge got to be on the grind out here 24 hours a day if we're going to make this thing happen, right? We need to bring the sleaze on, get him fighting with people again. We got to get Danny Damage on and have him fighting with whoever. But he's not. I don't think he's going to be much of an internet fighter. He's more of a Dr. Huge type. But the sleaze is on you. Get ready. Wrap those hands up. Get ready for some wars. We're going to go to war with people over nothing, so we can get the viewer count up. I think that's what we're going to do, right? Anyway, I digress.
Alone. You're a guy who's alone at 50.
Can I talk?
You have a shitty apartment.
Can I talk?
And you are the definition
Anthony,
of loser.
You're describing your friend Gino Bisconte right now.
You're
describing Gino Bisconte. Your shitty, rent-controlled, piss-controlled.
By the way, what happened to stop drinking? Chad,
Gino,
I thought you were off.
You're talking about booze. Gino Cumia.
I really feel like I'm at the lunch table again at school. That's what makes this like appealing to me, I guess. It's one of those things. And then eventually like a principal will come out and be like, what's going, this and that, and blah, blah, try to counsel or whatever. And people start bickering on the other tables or whatever. Yep. This is what it was like.
You're a loser. You're on this show right now. You have nothing.
I'm a loser. Why am I a loser?
I was a loser.
Great house.
2 on 1.
I'm in my great house.
2 on 1. Let's go. 2 on 1.
You don't want to talk. He doesn't want to talk.
Chad,
I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I have a great house.
I do like the 2 on 1 bit. He came prepared with that one. That is just, he just screams that over and over. But that is the case. When you go on these shows and then you have like several people or whatever, because it can always, there could be more, right? That could be added to these streams to then shit on you and just go after you. It makes you go, hey, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What is this? So this isn't a 2-on-1 because KB likes Kumia and these two get along. BFFs forever.
House I'm sitting in. I have a studio in my house that isn't a piece of shit apartment. I have someone I love that's here with me. I have family and friends, and I'm the loser. But he can't tell me how because I'm friends with Gino. Because I'm friends with Gino. All right, I'll accept that. That is being a loser.
Okay, Chad, let's work under the premise that Comey is not a loser. Gino's
well, listen, I don't want to seem like I'm too team Chad either, because I'm not. I get why he can be entertaining. It's the stuttering John reasons. It's not because of the scary talents and things of this guy. It's a lot of people view him as a lolcow, and they try to stuttering John, and it ain't gonna work. That stuttering John shit, that really only works on stuttering John and a bunch of other supposed quote unquote lolcows on the internet. But who cares about those people? They're mostly a bunch of like just crazy people that were abused, or left alone, and then they had to deal with the internet, and they're not all together, so the internet creeps fuck with them. Right? That's a whole nother thing, but Stuttering John he's the OG. He's the one. Like in the Matrix. He's Neo. He's the one. He makes it easy for you to want to goof on him, right? And I get it for all and these people hated Stuttering John. But then they also help push him off the internet, which you got to understand he is performing a little bit. And when I was on his show, he would be like, trying to explain to me what's going on. It's like, I get it better than anybody. I'm a wrestling guy. I get works. I understand this is you just amped up, but come on. You don't have to leave and you don't have to take the whole thing down because slowly, this is the best thing that's probably happened since John has left. Because a lot of these people, again, they're all in the same world, but they rarely cooperate to get them sweet ass super chats in, right? And they all know Brennan, as much of an asshole he can be. Well, the reason why I kind of vibe with him and things is because I'm like the same way. I still will take care of people, and he will too. And they know that. When you do all these other places and the other shows, like say if Chad was in the position that KB was in at this moment, getting the super chats and things or whatever, it would not be working out the same way. There'd be a lot more problems because Chad is more of a problem person, in my expert opinion.
Probably a loser, but to go after Comey as a loser, he's a radio legend, and you used to be in radio, so let's not work from Comey as a loser. Let's focus on Gino being a loser.
Hey, by the way, everyone, shut the fuck up.
And they're reading into this stuff too much. He's saying it as like an insult. Things can be said as an insult, but they want to get all technical about it. Well, he really isn't a loser. He was on a classic radio show. And then they'll say it over and over, especially you, KB. Come on, bro. We get it. You're like a fucking broken record with. We get it. You love Kumia. You love him. You'll hate on him at times because you hate on everybody, but you love him. And you think he's the funniest, and you're like, he's number one shows, and he's, this, and he's that. Even though Chad's your boy, if I was Chad right now, I would not be happy with Brennan. I get what Brennan's doing, right? But at the same time, if I was Chad, this would not be, I'd be like, this motherfucker keeps taking me off screen. He's letting guys that I do shows about Kumi's Cucks, remember that show? To get one over on me over and over with his sidekicks like fucking Batman and Robin over here.
Kevin, if you take me off 2 more times, I'm done. I don't need this. Because they want to silence me.
Well, how about
Kevin, you want to silence me? So let me talk. Let me talk.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk.
So, Anthony, you know you're full of shit. You know you read Reddit and every bullshit, every story.
I haven't been to Reddit in years.
You do.
I'm never on Reddit, and when I found out I was on Reddit from the Stuttering John show, I couldn't believe it. He was pulling videos from there and going, "Oh, here's you in Grillo," and I was like, "What? I'm on Reddit?" What? That was genuine surprise. I'm like, "Oh, what?
You're lying." You tried to shut down a Reddit for $15,000. Who runs the Opie and Anthony Reddit? Stop taking people off.
I would back probably 15 years ago.
You're lying.
15 years ago.
And you also lied and said I was a third mic. I had the same agent as you did, Bob Eatman, who was my guy for my second mic.
We bought him his house in the Pacific Palisades. What did you get him? A hubcap?
And I had many dinners at that house at the Pacific Palisades with his wife, Robin.
You'd have starved if he didn't feed you, I bet.
So I had the same guy. So what are we doing? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, Bob Eatman had people that made money, and you. That's an agent.
He loved me.
That's an agent.
He loved me. He was great. He tried to get me on 97.7 Cleveland South.
I'm glad. I hope you go to his grave every week and put flowers down and steal flowers from someone else's grave and put them on his grave.
You tried to give Chrissy Mayer, Bill Schultz, and this guy, they're nobodies.
What a piece of shit I am. Wow.
Because you wanted drinking buddies. You wanted drinking buddies.
I filled out, I signed checks.
Transactional friendships.
Mind you, this is going on 1 a.m. They went late. It really is, Paladin. I try to stay off there every once in a great while. I'll look at the dabbleverse boards. There's really 2 of them. The what do they call it? Oh, Dabblers Anonymous, which is anti-John, and then you got Shuli's Anonymous, which is anti-Shuli stuff. Who's like the main guy that harasses John. Let's call it what it is. And I get that John does this stuff too, and I'm not happy with him at all either. He told me to go fuck myself. I never did anything to the guy except put on a good show for him, and he was still like, fuck this guy. So it's like, okay. But I am kind of unbiased when it comes to all, because I kind of dislike everybody equally out here in this world. And that's what makes it fun for me, because I'm not really pulling for anybody to win. And plus, what are they winning, right? I want to see the arguments. I want to be the guy at the lunch table eating my sandwich and being entertained by goofs. That's what this is.
Chad, I signed checks as the CEO of a company and paid.
Oh, that's right. He's not a goof, not a loser, not nothing. He makes money. So again, the pissing contest thing of this, it just never ends. It's like, you guys are really going to go back on all the stuff that really doesn't matter at the end of the day? When you're going to die and stuff. I hate to bring that up all the time like The Undertaker, but hey, it's the truth.
People for services rendered.
You're a dumb guy.
What have you done?
You're trying to own that as a brag.
I employed people for 10 years.
Your boss.
I employed people for 10 years.
Keith the Cop was the boss. You're dumb.
Yeah. How is that a gotcha? How is that a gotcha?
It's totally a gotcha.
I ran a broadcast business.
KB likes it because that is kind of ridiculous. That a guy named Keith the Cop was running the complex or whatever they call that place.
Running your shit to the ground. It was a vanity project because you got butthurt because you got fired. And Greg Opie Hughes gave you your life. He
butthurt? I had nothing else. I had no other choice.
You know it.
I had no other choice but to make my own thing. I wasn't butthurt. That was all I had. And I put it together and had 10 years of a business where I employed people. What have you done?
You got lucky. You got a.
It's a grift, Paladin, and it's a very obvious grift. That's why the people that get into this world, some of them don't get it. Like, they really don't get it. So they'll go out here and go out of their way and go, I need to harass Chad now, or Gino, or Cumia, or Brennan. I got to do something about these. I don't like this guy. It's wrestling, bro. Deal with it.
Break from Greg Opie Hughes.
I put everything
you got so lucky.
Into
Pile on, Gino. He needs backup. Flavor Flav. Chuck D needs backup right now. Chuck D needs the backup. Flavor Flav.
Going, Opie did this. Me and Opie. Here's the truth of the matter: is me and Opie made the career that we both had. We were bigger together than we were separately.
Done.
And well, that's how it works.
You're both pathetic at this point.
That's
Greg Hughes and
Chad, Letterman's done. Letterman's done. Like Johnny Carson's done. Things end. Like, I'm not taking sides here, but to say like you guys are done. Letterman's done. If things move on, they made a lot of money. You can't say they're done because things are done.
Both of my shows have nothing.
I'm pretty sure I heard a little bit of this last night, and we're going to hear that over and over for like the next 5 minutes.
Just say, I don't know, you already heard it because you're backstage, but Opie and Anthony were huge. And then
we're going to hear about it more for a while.
I'm on 30 stations nationally, and I do a very successful radio talk show, conservative talk radio.
That's right. Conservative talk radio. That is not funny. It ain't funny. I know you're going to probably try to make it funny and just goof on blacks the whole time. But I mean, come on. That's the gimmick now. He's one of those guys he's really hustling his audience too. Whether he knows it or not, whether he even believes in all that bullshit or not. If you're still in the left-right paradigm, as Alex Jones used to call it, you're a stupid idiot. You really think we're going to vote our way out of anything and out of this? It doesn't work like that. The left and the right, it's the same thing. So he's going to have a whole conservative show to promote those values for nothing, for absolutely nothing other than the money.
I don't do wiffle ball bat challenge. I don't fucking have.
Yeah, you should. You should. Why'd you stop doing that?
Doing things. It's a whole different thing. I've grown from the O&A thing, and I'm
regressed.
Still successful in my own right. And again, I ask you, what have you done?
Go ahead.
What about you? What kind of car do you drive, though?
Go ahead, Gino. Good one, boss. Here's the thing, Anthony.
It was.
Anthony, listen, you built your online platform after you got fired from SiriusXM. You built it. I'll give you that. Yeah. That's why your AM show is doing well. Nobody gives a fuck about the AM show. The AM show is just, I'm not canceled anymore. You are. You're done. It's a wrap. You got some multi-millionaire who gave you an opportunity because he was a fan of O&A back in the day. But your online presence became a thing because your racist bullshit.
Wouldn't I
black
not
people
have
did
ratings?
this. And your conservative nonsense.
They're
not rating. Radio's done. Google iHeartRadio. You're done. It's a wrap.
Why are they
Sundays? I know Sundays on radio, regardless if you're conservative or anywhere.
Why
it's
did
over.
They re-up
it's a
my
wrap.
Contract?
You
Chad,
got
why did they
nothing.
Give me another contract?
You're lying.
Why am I making six
Show
figures?
us.
So I don't agree with anybody. Just to make that. I mean, of course, reality's reality. Cumia is doing much better than Chad. Obviously, doing much better than everybody that I know. So that's what it is, Chad. You're not going to win this battle because even your stepdad over here, Brennan, he can't side with anything you're saying either. If you want to disrespect Cumia, you go to the low places. You're the mud shark. You're supposed to know about this, swimming in the mud and things with, creeps, other creeps. So go full creep. That's the only way you can defeat, a boss like Cumia. I think that's why they call him boss. He's at like one of the end of the levels. But you're not going to beat him. Not like this. You can't call the final boss or the end boss of a level and say you're a loser. No, you got to defeat him first. Then you can say he's a loser. But you can't defeat him with those words that you're using. Chad. All right. We'll come back to this, but let's take a break because I think people are expecting wrestling talk. I don't know. I don't even know what anybody wants to hear anymore because a lot of this stuff is horseshit. All of it is. The wrestling stuff included. Hold on. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. I don't want you here right now. Thank you. So let's go over a little Night of Champions from last night. Oba tapped during his match with the Yeet Meister. Let's get Yeet and let's wake up again.
Yeet, Yeet.
They can be very boring at times, even when they are arguing.
Yeet, Yeet.
I got more money than you.
Yeet, Yeet, Yeet.
No, you're a loser, though, and you do conservative radio, AM on Sundays.
Yeet, Yeet, Yeet.
But you have a shitty apartment, and you do stand-up all over the country for $10.
Yeet, Yeet, Yeet.
No, you're the one. No, you're the one.
Yeet, Yeet.
And then he puts Venmo in his name, right? They have no shame. They really have no shame. But, you know, Brennan and them, they all know when they're on MLC and stuff like that, they're like, oh, there's people out here that will pay us for no reason. Give me money. And the women, oh, my God, the women that end up on that show, they're the worst about it because it's just like money, money, money. And they show up and they do fuck all. They barely entertain. And when they do, like the few that do entertain, it's obnoxious. They're just obnoxious. So.
Yeet, 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 Yeet.
So there. But Oba tapped out. You hear that news? Literally went tap, tap, tap 3 times. Right on the canvas while the Yeet Meister
Yeet.
had him in a chokehold. So, Jay got screwed, technically. So, they want to put Obafemi, they want to put the championship on him immediately. That's probably why they took it off Cody Rhodes, put it on Sami Zayn. One of the reasons. But your champion, your future champion doesn't know to, your king of the ring doesn't know that tapping is a submission. Got it.
No hits.
Yep. So that happened. That was real stupid, Obafemi. You mean to tell me you're green? Are they keeping you looking strong or something? You only doing a move here or there? All right, I'm keeping an eye on this now. Got a video with him and Jey Uso coming up soon. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned for that. You know, Sky won her match. She's queen of the ring. And it's probably because Liv Morgan, this Liv Morgan right here, where are you, Liv? You're around here somewhere, aren't you? Liv Morgan, she's been cursed. Can you guess by who? Hilarious, right? You guys like that segment with The Miz last week? Danhausen, The Miz, and Kit Wilson. They've been Frankenstein. They've been Hugenstein in a way. So that happened. I think we're almost out of this, guys. I think we're almost completely done. We got Danhausen is the biggest thing pretty much all year. You got Sami Zayn as champ now. Roman Reigns is champ of the other show. Never really there. And just Samoans everywhere. There's really no tag team division, even though they act like they have tag team matches and titles and stuff still, but they don't. They really don't. And then, yep, just pushing a bunch of NXT guys that they just brought up. Just pushing them heavy, and Cody Rhodes is boring, and Jey Uso's boring, Sami Zayn's boring. Gunther's boring for a lot of people. He was cool to me, but it's kind of boring now. They're not doing much with what they got with this Gunther. Dragunov's not even out here, really. It's rough. This wrestling stuff is rough. I mean, Rollins, everybody's upset with Seth Rollins, too. He took on Braun Breaker in a steel cage or whatever and ended up beating him, and now people are calling him the Hulkster, Seth Hogan. Get it? Because nothing's working for him. He gets over on all the young talent. And they thought it should be Braun's time or whatever, but they just want to be done with the storyline, guys. And Seth should get the win over Breaker at this point because they've been messing up with Breaker for months, and he keeps getting injured and nicked up here and there. It's just the creative such shit. You're really just going to get more of it now. It's compounding on itself because all of this is fucked up. So don't be mad at Rollins. Just saying. And how bad is the Vision been? Oh, I know they're tag champs too or something, or are they anymore? I don't know, but just the whole Vision in total, what started with Rollins and Heyman and Bronson Reed, Breaker, turned into grabbing Theory and Logan Paul. And it was something, it was a nice idea to start with, but they just, between, again, with the injuries and everything else, and then you can blame the logistics of the business for this, the injuries and the way that they used to do it back in the day. Guys weren't getting injured like that. Are they doing crazier moves? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not keeping that close of an eye on it anymore now that there's 1,000 hours of it a week. And where is LA Knight? And they've been saying for months, oh, we're waiting to really push him. That's the rumor, right? In the rumor mill, it's like, oh, the reason why he's out is they're getting him ready to really push him against somebody. Sure they are. Sure they are. No, they're going to push Sami Zayn instead. They're going to get him involved instead. Paladin, get it? Because this ain't for us. This isn't for the old wrestling fans, the older wrestling fans. This is now for the new ones that just showed up the other day. They don't know what's going on, who's who, what's what. They're just like, whatever you're telling me is the best. That's how Triple H wants it. That's what he's been telling everybody. He said again this week, yeah, you just got to like this, guys. There's a quote. I did write it down. Where is it? Triple H. I think that people lose perspective because we're just fun. We're fun. And sometimes people take it too seriously and get caught up in it. It's there to entertain, man. Are you not entertained? That's all you got to do is be entertained. Are you not entertained, Burger Gaming HQ? Shout out to you. How dare you not be entertained and love everything that he's shoveling into your gullet with the golden shovel? You don't like it? It's your fault. But you know what Dr. Huge does? I got to speak with my $35 a month. Actually, $45.55 when you think about it. If you want like NXT stuff and, you know, the Raws. Imagine you're paying for Monday Night Raw. That is blasphemous. Monday Night Raw should be on USA, even if it's on streaming networks, on another streaming network that's like in the sub area. And it's still $5-10. We shouldn't be paying for Monday Night Raw. And the only reason I was going to be okay with it in the beginning is because before that January 6th episode, remember? With the tribal chief. Is he going to be the tribal chief again? Then he became the OTC and all this business. Well, that show sucked.
It's the shits.
And then the WWE's kind of sucked ever since.
It was the shits.
And now we got this. It's the face of wrestling. After you already tried to make Pat McAfee the face of wrestling, but he was like, I'm getting booed out of the building. How do you guys not get this? Like, what's your problem? You're going to kill my brand through wrestling because people don't like me over here anymore. And they should have never liked you in the first place, but wrestling fans are stupid in general. So now they want to talk about getting Stephen A. Smith in here. Look at that forehead. And that was from years ago. I'm sure it's even worse. It's probably an inch higher now. They got it when they give Stephen A. lineup, they do it from the top of the head. They line up the top of the head. You know, to make sure he looks cool for birds and people on airplanes, I guess. Yeah. So there it is, folks. That's the guy. That's your guy right there. Amazing, right? Not my champion. He's your champion. So, I've been having some weird dreams lately. I've had a lot of weird dreams my whole life. I had this crazy ass dream just last night. And it was very vivid. And it was terrifying. I have the most terrifying dreams. Let's do some scary stories for a minute. Hold on. Listen to this real quick. Hold on. I got something for you. Or do I? I don't. I'm going to play the intro again. Let's run it back.
Titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Not to use invite followers. Oh, let's see.
Don't forget to invite followers, right? Hit the like button. Let's go, everybody out there. Yep, nobody knew I was going to do this show today. I totally forgot yesterday that that Saudi Arabia show was going to be on during the day. So I'm like, I might as well not do a show. I'll just do it tomorrow, whenever. And you guys can listen to it later on in the week. I know you're listening right now and pleasuring yourself to my voice. But anyway, Stephen A. Smith, what does he even do now? He's like one of the main guys at ESPN, you know, still pretending like he knows about sports and stuff. But anyway, back into the scary dreams, scary stories. Now, imagine this, right? This will make great for one of my little comic books that I'm writing up right now. It's going to be amazing. Everybody stay tuned for that. But so all the people in my neighborhood were looking into the woods and they were like freaking out and pointing. And then a guy like walked up around my house and started like shooting a gun. And it was startling. And then when somebody starts like shooting a gun like into the woods, you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to go see what's going on. I'm just going to kind of stand near the door. So that's what I was doing. I'm looking out and I'm watching everybody in the neighborhood. And they're like looking around because sure, they heard that too, but they were more focused on whatever was in the woods. So when I started looking closer and looked at the woods, and there was like this blue orb. Now, yeah, how is this terrifying at all? But it was, for whatever reason, this blue orb. In the dream, I could see it behind the forest. The whole thing, though. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think it's hard to explain because it's like I could see the whole thing, but it was behind a whole bunch of marsh and trees and all this shit, right? And then what made it even scarier, so I'm like, what is, like, when you see something, that's when that would be something supernatural, 100%. So I went inside the house because at this point I'm like outside the house. Now I'm inside the house and I look in that direction and I see it through the wall. So now I'm seeing it through the wall, through the woods, through everything, and it's still there in my vision, sightline. And I wigged out and I couldn't believe. I was like, these are some crazy dreams. So I haven't had one of those in years. And again, it doesn't sound terrifying. It is. It is when you think you're like awake and you look over and you like imagine. I can't even really describe it. It's like you imagine seeing a ball of like an orb, like a UFO thing. And it's it's behind it, but you still see it physically in front of it. And then when you go behind more layers and your mind is telling you shouldn't be seeing it, and then you see it again, it's like, it's crazy. But anyway, that's the newest one. The older ones that I still remember, there was one where I started walking into like an almost all white marble, very fancy, very like Greek looking, structures. And it was like a big room but there was like, it was, had like library books in there, and it was all like marble and clean looking. And there was, like 2 or 3 like fancy chairs in this one area, and then there was a staircase behind it. So I'm walking in, to my left there's like these nice chairs, and one had like just like this old lady sitting on it, like really, really old lady sitting there. And then you walk around that and through that, and I'm walking up, I'm getting hotter and hotter, and I see up at the top of like these marble stairs onto another area where books are all surrounding it, and I just see like black smoke off of like an entity sitting on like a throne right in the middle of the room. And it's like, it was so hot, it was like mostly black with some flames around it. And then I woke up, and that shit was terrifying. But then I woke up and I was in the place I was sleeping, but I was still asleep. It was one of those. So then I was fake awake. I started walking around the place I was at, but it was all different. There were random pictures that weren't there before. It was weird. And then once I figured it out, went, oh, what the hell's going on here? Boom, I woke up again and I was in bed again. And then that's when I was really awake. So that one sucked. For whatever reason, that sucked. And then there was one, this was a bad one too. So I'm laying there in bed, right? This is another one of those, you think you're asleep, or you think you're awake, you're not awake. So I had some crazy dream. I wake up. I'm not awake. I'm still sleeping. And I'm laying there like, like, this is exhausting trying to go to sleep with the whatever's going on. And then all of a sudden I feel like a tug, like my blanket was caught on the bottom of the bed, right? So I pulled it up and it popped up a little bit. And I'm like, all right, that's better. So I got the blanket up. And then all of a sudden I felt a full force of a tug, and it took the whole blanket off. So by the time the blanket reached the end of the bed, I woke up. But it startled me like you wouldn't fucking believe. So imagine you're like, oh, I'm just tugging on something. It's caught on like a leg or whatever. It's caught on something. It's tucked in or whatever. And I pulled it up again. It popped up. And then it got taken off me from underneath the bed in front of it. I went, what? Then boom, I'm awake again. But that blue orb one, that was up there. And it doesn't sound like much, but it was the whole idea of like you're expecting to see something different. And then I'm just like, what is that? And then all of a sudden I'm like, what is that? Because it's like, you could tell in the dream that it was in a different dimension. It was just fucking nuts. And then I could see it through everything. It's crazy. So if that ever happens to you, please call into the show because I need to hear more about this. And then I have other funnier dreams from when I was a kid that are just like, I was eaten by Frankenstein, like with cookie sounds, picked up and like literally eaten. It made noises and everything. I will never forget that. And there's a few others, but we won't tell those. Those are almost too scary. So there. Take that. But man, these I gotta stop looking at the interwebs, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Thank me for the shout out, everybody. Always thank me for everything and hit the like button. Thank you. No, thank you. Here you go. That's right. So Tiffany Stratton better figure out who Sergeant Slaughter is quick. Or else Slaughter is going to put her in the Cobra Clutch at one of these cons. Hey, did you hear news about Batman? Batman Nightfall's coming out. It was a big series in the early 90s. It's when he got his back broken by Bane. And it's going to be kind of like rated R, so I heard that's going to be dope. Tim Drake Robin's going to be in it, bro. It's going to be comic accurate. Everybody looks like they should. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for the Absolute Batman cartoon as well. I'm not a big cartoon watcher lately, but if they're going to be making these things, I'll see them eventually. Same thing with the X-Men. I haven't seen that X-Men 97. They're already getting into a second season with it. Again, comic accurate. Makes sense. Let's go. Give me more of it. And then, what else is happening in here since I'm the king of some media? Some of this media. Linda McMahon. We all know Linda, right? I know you know her, right, Vince? Mm-hmm. Well, she might be getting impeached from her position as Secretary of Education. She does have people after her. They're claiming that she makes false statements. She's gutting the department. She's demolishing the department. These are all quotes. She's moving things around to try to get rid of it. And 90% of America's population with the kids, they all use this public school stuff. So I don't really necessarily know if it's good or bad. I don't think the schools are doing anybody any favors, the past 20 years plus, maybe never, since our smart guys are all hip to the Rockefeller school books and textbooks and things. So listen, they just want to keep you smart enough to work the machines and shit like that. But now they really don't need you. So I expect my retirement plan to be death, I guess.
Rest in peace.
Because when the robots start coming around, there's no more white collar jobs or anything. Maybe that's why they got so many bunkers. They're just going to wipe out all the useless eaters, as I think the Queen or people say, these aristocrats. So, yeah. I'm not pro Linda McMahon, not anti Linda McMahon. Maybe she's doing the right thing by getting rid of this education system. Maybe she's not doing the right thing. I don't know. Again, it's not something that's going to be fixed by installing other crooked people into your systems. Not saying Linda's crooked, but you understand what I'm saying. So, one crazy thing, and I actually referenced this. I looked things up about it because I heard a Massachusetts politician where I'm from talking about neural privacy. What does that mean? Neural privacy. So apparently, your thoughts can be pulled from looking at screens and things through Wi-Fi and shit. And it's a real thing. And that's probably a part of the reason why everybody's acting a little strangely. Sure, it's the effects from the phones and stuff, but they might be messing with people. I think they're totally brainwashing people. That's one thing for sure. But I think that they might have gotten so advanced with it that they don't need to be full transhumanists and plug you into things and put chips in you and everything. They brainwash the shit out of you. Steal your thoughts. So there's that. There's some good news, right? This is Fact Jack, everybody. Look it up. Literally talking about it into... I don't know, whenever they have these hearings and things, it's like, what is coming of any of this? We never get to hear the end of this. It's always people like, well, let's be outraged about this. And then nothing happens and they do it anyway, right? So I expect that to continue. But I just want to put that out there, that there is something out there like that we need some neural privacy now on top of all the other privacy, and in the future, there won't be any privacy. And I don't know if you've been hip to the alien thing, but these aliens act like privacy is weird. Like they all know everybody. They know each other's thoughts and everybody else's. So it's kind of like, and maybe they're future humans, and that's why. CM Punk to move to SmackDown on July 6th before the feud with Cody. Like, we already know this stuff is happening, bro. So he's going to be taking on Cody Rhodes. Boring, stupid.
What do we want to talk about?
Not that. And CM Punk seems to not be happy with it because he wants to go to Monday Night Raw when he returns at Chicago. All right, CM Punk. Whatever you want, pal. Just go to Saudi Arabia one more time, right? Do it for your boy Sammy or something. So, yeah. Cody Rhodes. I mean, at least you don't have the belt anymore. You are boring. You do have great promos. They'll put you out there every week anyway. Then CM Punk will come back. I'll get a few more good promo edits out of him. But, I don't know, you better start playing ball. Maybe there was something to the rumors that he's not happy and he's going to go back to AEW any day now. Yep. And then, of course, Triple H. We already talked about you, bro. I know. Listen. What is he going to do? He's just a Triple H. I know they want to portray him as the Dana White and things. Dana White even, like, really the be-all, end-all. Triple H ain't close to that, though, either. So, let's chill with all this Triple H hate, right, everybody? It's not all his fault. It's partly his fault. It's really TKO's fault, in my opinion. This ain't WWE anymore. WWE left with Vince. This is TKO. And even at the beginning, when Cody finished the story and all that stuff, that was the end of the Vince era. Even as bad as the last several years of the Vince era were, that was something that was cooked up by Triple H himself leading into that. And then the longer they've been with TKO, the more they've been having to go, okay, well, we'll have Jelly Roll here and we'll have Pat McAfee here and we'll mess this match up and we'll take more commercials here and there. So it's TKO's fault, everybody. It ain't Triple H's, but he's kind of to blame. Kind of. Got a bunch of other random news. I mean, the wrestling news is just so boring. Cody Rhodes had an outburst at WrestleMania this year, probably because of the whole Pat McAfee and stuff we were just talking about. Probably because of Jelly Roll and the celebrities and everybody getting involved with you and Randy Orton when that could have been a generational story, but it was nothing. And it was nobody's ever going to remember it. Nobody cares.
Go fuck
fuck yourself.
So that was him backstage throwing a hissy fit. You know, he's not going to lose to even the OTC one, and Roman's not going to lose to Cody Rhodes at the moment. But like, these are your two top guys, and Roman he can't do it without a group. We just witnessed this for the past year. They just put a whole nother group around him because he stinks without it. He's boring without it. WWE is boring with Cody, with Roman. And then the bloodline stuff in total. Now you got the solo bloodline stuff, and is Zillafat 2 coming? And it's like, we got Samoan fatigue over here, bros. Let's calm down with all the Samoans. Thank you. We got enough. Okay? We get it. Do we need 3 different factions of Samoans? And Tongans? Sure, we need some, but fatigue. And, holy shit, I got a lot of notes. Do I want to talk about all this? Do I, though? I don't know if I want to talk about all this. We'll watch a few more clips. We'll check a few more X posts. We're going to mail it in a little bit today. We're hanging this afternoon. All right, where's... Oh, it's over here. All right, we're back to it. Let's watch these old guys fight again. And tell each other that they're old when they were all old.
Why am I making 6 figures a year at WABC? Why
Chad, show us.
Chad, let me just say this.
I did.
Chad.
Kevin, he doesn't need your backup.
No, I'm saying my backup.
Show.
Chad, the point is, like, my show does well. So you don't have to, my live stream does well. Not all live stream do well. So that's what I'm saying. So if Anthony Cumia has a show on radio, regular radio, AM radio, doesn't mean all AM radio is doing well. It means maybe he's doing well. Just like not all live streams are doing well, but I'm factually doing well.
That's what this whole show was. I'm doing this. He's doing that. You're doing this. I'm doing this. Now I'm doing that. And it's just like over and over and over. And they're all taking, they're all got their dicks out and they're all pissing. So you can piss the furthest.
I love doing it.
I will support it. I have facts that support it. I'm doing well.
That's right. That's why he looks up Playboard every day. One of the funniest bits on the internet, everybody, is when Scrooge McDuck looks up Playboard and goes, I make more money than this. This guy made $9 today. That lady made $20 today. I made $1,300. Look at me.
Not all live streams are doing well. Not all AM radio is doing well. Not all podcasts are doing well. But some shows
I'm doing well. I'm doing it.
Are doing well. You can't say live streams are dead. Or
let me say it again in a different way. Here's the 4th time of me saying it.
Or AM radio's dead because there's proof that maybe WABC maybe is doing well.
It is.
Anthony's doing well on YouTube.
They're pressing. I thought he was going to say it again. I was hoping he would say it again. I'm not paying for this. I'm not Scrooge McDuck. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. Listen, this didn't happen when I first came on YouTube. Now it does.
But that probably means his WABC show is doing well as well.
Nobody cares.
It doesn't matter. The point is, you can't say a whole thing is dead. You can't
tell him again.
Say AM radio is dead.
It's dead.
Because
it's dead.
Why am I then re-signed? They re-signed
because you have a weird psychopath multimillionaire who's giving you money because it's a vanity project, just like Compound Media. We're trying to keep this thing going. You know it, dude. It's a weirdo. It's the truth. You know it. This guy's a multimillionaire who has tons of money to burn. He's like, I got Dopey and Anthony.
He's fired.
Cumia allegedly in a YouTube boxing ring, went to the prom with like a 17-year-old, and I believe the 17-year-old was somebody that was a daughter of a fan, like a big fan, that was also connected to the Clintons. Dun, 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 dun.
Sign E-Rock. Sign E-Rock now.
Okay, let me just say this. A guy doesn't become a multimillionaire by being stupid. He's not giving away free money.
Donald Trump, let's go.
Why isn't he hiring you, Chad, then?
Because he doesn't know who I am. You were on a syndicated radio
how
show.
About that? Well, that says it all, doesn't it?
I'm just being honest. I'm telling you what it is.
Hey,
that's
buddy.
a first.
Oh, thank God Gino's here.
Hey, buddy, what's up, Chad?
We needed this. The guy who brings 33 views live. Bring him on.
We just got the Gino bump.
He needs the Flavor Flav. Chuck D needs his Flavor Flav.
Show I have ever watched.
You best believe if I was best friends with Cumia and I was on all these shows all the time and everything like that, I'd be fucking killing it. I would be. I wouldn't be I would have guests, all the time. I would be doing the thing. But Gino doesn't turn it into anything. Sorry, again, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate any of these guys. But if I'm going to goof on anybody on the screen right now, it would have to go Gino first, Chad second, Kevin third. Well, actually, Cumia third. Because Cumia got a whole lot of weird shit going on in his past. From what I've heard, I'm no Cumia expert or anything, nor do I care what he's up to or want him to get in trouble and stuff or give him problems. Again, I don't hate any of them. I actually think Cumia is probably the funniest out of the bunch when he wants to be. Again, since he's gone into this new route of, grifting the black hate and things, that's, it's not really funny to Dr. Huge, really. So I remember when I first saw him on Twitter after years. This is like the mid-20 teens. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, hey, it's Anthony Cumia. Whatever happened with him? I know about O&A. I'm a big Stern fan. So, of course, I knew of Opie and Anthony. I'm like, what is he up to? And I went on his page and it's like blacks. Like the whole, I'm like, oh, okay. I knew you were a bit racial and things, but I didn't realize that was like your whole gimmick now. So I was like, ooh, shit.
And been in the chat room of.
Yeah.
Why are you in chat rooms, Anthony? You're like what are you doing?
Who cares? Who cares
You're
what
a
I
loser.
do, Chad?
Well, they're all, listen, Chad even doing this is very douchey. Chad's in chat room. They're all in chat rooms. And they all been in chat rooms. I'm not saying they're doing it every day or whatever, them watching all these shows, but they are watching. And that's a big Ray DeVito thing. And if you know about Ray DeVito, of course, you know about all this, what's going on here. But he's big on that. I don't watch these shows. I don't watch anything. Yep, sure. But you know all about it.
A loser. Grow up.
I'm grown up. I went out
70.
today with my real girlfriend and real friends.
Oh, yeah, that's a lie.
Watched
That's a
the
lie.
soccer game
That's a lie.
in Greenville. We had
His girlfriend who posts like we love HH tweets, and it ain't Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about the other HH, right? She HHs. Like she really hates certain people, if you know what I mean. She likes to yeet with one arm, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeet. Yeet.
Very slowly.
Yeet. Yeet.
Pounds the chest first, generally. What other key signals can I give you? She, subliminals. She likes to, her and Kumi, instead of painting on date night, they measure skulls.
Yeet.
I'm trying to think of something else, outside certain urban comedy clubs, they like to leave flaming crosses as a present.
Yeet.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're on that type of shit, measuring skulls.
Yeet.
some beverages.
That's a lie.
Ate lunch and had a great time. And then I came home and I saw that MLC's on, and I go, let me go on there. And then I'm in the chat room because why the fuck do I care if Chad looks at me weird because I'm in a chat room?
It's not about me. It's about everyone.
Because Chad thinks you're lowering yourself to be out here with chatters, right? You're a chatter with a show. Like, nobody can really say that to me because I've had a show way before I was ever in these fucking chat rooms. These creeps. There's some cool people in there, though. But generally, a lot of creeps, especially in this place. And of course, Kumi is winning again. He's right. He's like, who gives a fuck? That's how I think, too. I don't care what anybody thinks about anything that I'm doing. Who cares? Again, we're all going to hagrum someday, okay? And I treat everybody the way I would like to be treated. You know that golden rule thing or whatever? I kind of live by that. So I don't feel like I need to have any problems. I'm not worried about having problems. You know, so I'm not worried about what people think. I'm going to go in the chats I want to go into. I'll comment on pages I want to comment on, even though YouTube they won't let me comment a lot anymore. Every comment I write on YouTube gets taken down. And Paladin, I don't know if you've noticed, like 80% of your comments aren't there either when you try to comment on my stuff. So YouTube, get your shit together, and everybody else, stop treating everything so seriously because it ain't serious, okay? If nobody's going to listen to me about the serious stuff and take that seriously and think I'm just goofing around, then we're going to deal with dabbleverse stuff. Fucking deal with it.
In the world, it's like,
who I've heard from.
Why
nobody.
isn't Rogan and what wasn't
the only one?
Like, I know for a fact Big J Okerson watches this, but he's not in the chat room because he's like, I don't want to look like a
Big J Okerson is a comedian. Chad loves to name drop, so he knows these comedians. Listen, I name drop too. I do it more as a goof when I'm always like Mick Foley, DDP. There's other people out here, they do that for real. Like, they're really thinking like that means something. I do it as a goof. You know, I think I had DDP on 10 years ago. I still talk about it, but randomly when I usually do it back to people that do this stuff, right? But Chad is always named drop. I know Jim. I know this guy. I know that lady. I know. All right. That's cool, but what does that mean? So Kumi is the loser. Sure, he's got loser qualities, but he's not a loser. Okay? That's why I like Brennan. Again, Chad's his boy. He doesn't love Kumia. He thinks he's funny, but he will stick up for reality. And we all should, which is just the truth. Just be truthful. Unless it's something private that nobody needs to know about, then you don't need to be truthful about it. You don't need to be anything about it. But when it comes to this shit, just fucking, it is what it is, Chad. All right? And of course, he doesn't mind me speaking on these things, Chad, because he doesn't know who I am anyway, right?
Why does that matter at all?
You're a loser.
Big J did not have the career that Opie and Anthony had.
That was Chad's word, not my own. He doesn't know who I am. That's what he said to me one day. Even though I was in his chat and he mentioned me thousands of times.
That's a fact. So you can ball wash Big J. But he's no Opie and Anthony.
Now I got Anthony. Now I got Kevin against me. 3-on-1. I'm telling the reality.
See why Kevin gets mad? Kevin likes rules. He likes facts. He likes the truth. And he's doing the baby fatso gimmick where he's like, oh, yeah, now you're just ganging up on me. Now we're just, no, they're not. Okay? I'm completely unbiased. I know KB's my leader and things, and he doesn't even know that. But, I mean, come on. BF. Let's just call him BF.
Chad,
it's the realistic situation of what's going on.
Out of here.
Kumi is a piece of shit.
You think I give a shit if you think
you do?
Playing video games?
I make you feel. That's why you're here tonight.
What?
Ooh, don't ever say that. I've heard that on the interwebs here and there. I believe that comes from Melton, the feeling business. Oh, it just gives me douche chills. Go feel your feeling. Right. You mean he's being a human? Is that what you're trying to say? He's actually mad? Oh, no, you can't be mad. That means the trolls won if you get mad. Does it? Now, when I see Kevin Brennan get mad all the time, it seems like he's winning. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we got to start having fun. Let's have some more fun.
Why are you here? Who cares what I say?
Because it's fun for him.
I think it's fun to get on Kevin's show, especially when you're
You hated Kevin. You told you're on the Kevin Brennan business.
He
in your
hired me
book.
twice.
Anthony, I was in your book. You wrote about me. You wrote about me in your dumb book.
I would hold up.
That is that.
I would hold up.
And the other thing I don't like about the feel thing, I still can't get over that. Don't ever say that. But Chad said that, and he's saying it while that guy, that same guy that created the whole feel you're feeling right now, was going after Chad for like years and probably still does, but I don't know if he's been around or not.
The other book got stolen.
You wrote about me.
Chad, why?
I would never write about you ever. You were something at one point. I'll give you that.
You use my pictures in the thumbnails of your videos.
I do it with steel toe.
I don't even mention you on my shows. I don't even mention you.
You know who else I put in the thumbnails? I fuck Keanu. It doesn't matter.
Because you're just trying to get views.
Yeah, I want views with Keanu.
People's names.
I want views with Chrissy Mayer.
I've never mentioned you.
He wanted the smoke. Chad wants to smoke with everybody because he knows the drama stuff turns into something. But also, to me, that's a sign that you can't be naturally funny doing things. You can't carry a show just, being a stand-up comedian, right? So I get it. The whole podcast and live streaming thing is way different than going on stage and doing set jokes and things. It is totally different. But some people can't do both. And really, the life force behind all this is the drama. So, trying to call out Kumia and vice versa when everybody's doing the same thing, it gets a little redundant, it gets a little silly, but again, I digress. But hey, I got to stop the video sometimes. I'm not these guys. I'm not going to be KB and sit here and let this video run for the next hour and I just fucking eat chips.
On my show.
Stop it.
I don't.
I'm just saying
talk about you.
But the thumbnails, it doesn't matter who I put in the thumbnails.
And then you play the
I put Clearwater Chad in the thumbnail.
Name comes up.
I had Clearwater Chad.
I have Clearwater Chad in the thumbnail. So, you've done shows with him too. Why wouldn't he be in the thumbnail? And isn't that a disrespect to you, Clearwater? Clearwater, hit the like button. I know you're watching at some point. We got to get you back on as well. You haven't been on since Halloween, bro. And maybe we'll book another Halloween show this year. And this year we'll get you dressed up like a Dracula. I'll send you a $5 Venmo.
Oh, my name comes up. It's astounding. But I guess I'm indebted to you?
I put Ethan Ralph in a thumbnail. Like it doesn't matter, Anthony. You're not that important. You're a narcissist.
Yeah, but Chad, you're a
narcissist.
You said Opie and Anthony was a big
Kumia,
show.
are you not a narcissist?
Now, if you want to say Stuttering John was a narcissist, yes. He has all the traits of it. He was abused as a kid, even a little bit, somewhat. He has the stutter, which I think also came from that. And usually the abused people like this usually have a tendency to be more narcissistic, kind of like Robin Quivers. Remember they on Howard Stern, they had a whole narcissist test, and she came out to be like the highest that the doctors have ever seen, a 34. It was like 34 out of 40, I think, or something like that. And the doctors were amazed. They're like, we've never seen anybody this high. And the way she talks is so regal and pompous. And she's got, I remember they said she had a huge portrait of herself in her house. And how she's been single forever with huge boobs. And it's just a lot of weirdness with this Quivers out here. And yeah. Cumia, this isn't narcissism. Is he weird? Yes. Again, I don't need to tell you, but he may like certain types of people. We'll say it like that. Well, he may like he's into hardcore things. Hardcore situations.
I know you radio guys.
No, I know a narcissist when I see one.
You and Greg Opie Hughes are the same fucking guy.
Here's a good thing. All right, here's a good thing then.
You're the same guy.
I've seen certain things that say this is a kind of a precursor to somebody that's a narcissist. This is indicative of a narcissist. Tell me some of my traits that you believe are narcissistic. Don't just rattle them off one at a time and we'll discuss.
Fair enough. You get these low-level bullshit people like Chrissy Mayer and Gino to ball wash you. You hire him on as your vanity project for Compound Media. Oh, great. Bring on, Gino right now.
That wasn't a vanity project. That was me trying to continue
it's a vanity.
my career
it was
after I was fired.
Let him finish, Chad.
And it was me trying to continue my career after I was
Kevin,
fired.
Kevin, he needs your help.
Building a company and hiring people. Who was I supposed to get? Rogan? At that point, who was that? I was nobody. I was persona non grata in the business. I grabbed up comedians and people that I believed were cool and had things to say on the radio, sort of a misfit thing. And they all came on, and that was it. I wasn't hiring them to make myself feel better, Chad.
Welcome to Strike Gently. We've got blankets. And
there we go. Another ad.
Next reason I'm a narcissist.
You did. And with that being said, like you just threw money at like, oh yeah, but wait, let Legion of Skanks and Shane Gillis go. Good stuff. Genius. You're smart guy.
Yeah. What about that?
But Anthony, you love people that say you're awesome. Like
no,
I don't
I
say
really
that.
Don't. I don't think anybody. I've been called one of the most modest fucking celebrities. You are insane. Then you really don't know me at all. That's all
I do know you.
I'm a regular guy.
I see you operate.
Job. I got a radio.
Why did you give Carl this whole thing?
What do you mean give? I didn't give
Carl
anything.
He stole Jocktober, and you're like, this guy's amazing because he makes fun of Opie and Stuttering John.
Coming from the guy that does What Did We Learn Today? That's a pretty good accusation.
I made it up.
That was a staple of the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, that's where
And all these radio guys steal. Like all of them. Even Stuttering John stole the Hugies from me. I did the Hugies at the end of the year. In December, because it's the end of the year, right? All these awards for pro wrestling, all the goofiest moments and things. And then Stuttering John does the Dookies like a week later after January 1st. Right. So, yep, the bits be getting stolen out here by everybody. So, I mean, I'm sure O&A's done it. Chad's done it. They all do it. It's funny, in this universe, whoever gets anybody on as a guest, they all have to have them on as a guest now. That's generally how it works, right? So I do Stuttering John's show one time, and now I got several people wanting me to come on their shows and stuff. And I didn't even do half of them. So if I did your show, you should be kissing my ass.
Got it from? I didn't listen to your show.
I didn't say that.
I was a Stern Show fan.
Just like I was
a Stern guy.
I gave Carl anything. Do you understand the hypocrisy you're pumping out when you bring this shit up?
But you gave this guy a career when he was a marketer.
I didn't give him anything. Are you mad?
You're like, he's the genius because he
didn't give him anything, but Carl did steal the whole Jocktobering idea from O&A. And then Stuttering John was one of his biggest lolcows, and then Shuli came in and went, wait, I worked with at the same place as Stuttering John. Can I use this Jocktobering and we just do John? And they're like, yep, go ahead, pal. And now they all ball wash and dick ride each other, and they're like, yeah, we're all the greatest and we're all the best. And these are the people who are the villains, right? And some of them are really, but
sucks me and Missy off all the time.
I didn't say anything.
You did.
Nature.
You gave him a career. You gave him something.
Their show, and I went.
It was terrible. It was a shitty version of what you guys used to do.
You think you're
it's a
good.
Shitty version of
Jocktober. Your show's good. That's how bad your opinion of shows are. You think you're good.
I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
the difference between me is I don't care. It's fun as fuck, Chad. And I have everyone loving it. It's amazing.
What else?
It's amazing.
Give me another attribute of a narcissist that I have.
That you're here right now because I make you feel, and you're drinking right now.
It's fun. It's fun.
That's not narcissism.
This is not fun.
I watched Kevin's
You were done.
show.
I'm tired. I'm wrapping it up. And now Chad's on. I got to go on and do something so Clippers will clip it.
Chad, he wanted to cut. You should have had him.
Kevin, he needs backup. He needs backup.
No, he don't have backup. I'm not letting anybody else on. I'm not letting anybody else on. But
I need to take you guys on. I need to take both of you guys on. Bring on Gino now.
Always the victim. Always
bring on Gino. I'm the victim.
Chad's always being bullied. Oh, gang up on me. Look what they're doing to me. Take some fucking
You know what I'm saying is true.
Yourself.
You know you're a narcissist.
Look in the mirror and don't blame
And you know Compound Media was a fucking
Again, this is 1 a.m, folks. This is what they're up to. This is what I'm up to. This is what I watched at the very end of the night before I went to bed and then had terrifying dreams of blue orbs. So, R.I.P. Duke of Dorchester, by the way.
Rest in peace.
It's a big deal. He's a friend of Phil Cassinetti, I believe, too. Phil Cassinetti, Sports World, largest sports memorabilia store in all of New England. Check them out. Yep. I should have went there and met him. I knew he was doing a signing there one day, and I missed out. But, yeah, he was a big deal. Was always at Boston Garden and things. We were killing it. We were doing it back then, you know, when I was a tiny little baby. I don't even remember it, but you understand. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody. Because, again, every week somebody dies in the wrestling business. I think we got another guy that passed away, too. Young guy in his mid-40s. What was his name? Did I write it down? I must have written it down somewhere, but you know me and my notes. Hold on, let me crinkle some papers up. No. He wrestled for NWA. Put him in the chat if you know it. And this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I had it here too. Joe Dolfring.
Rest in peace.
Right. So we're doing it appropriately for everybody out here. I'm telling you, multiple deceased people every week. It stinks. So, yep. Never be late for the show. I know. Well, I'm kind of a whole day late here, so no worries about that. First time I ever stuck around after the boss booted the pores. Glad I did. Yep. Yeah, I do the same thing. Once he says, somebody's like, get rid of the pores. Here's $2. And he's like, okay. And then we can't chat. And now I have to just sit here and listen to the show and not like have something to do. Not like I do it all the time. Like I usually listen to it as like a podcast, but you know, it's annoying. It's like, well, all right, I'm out of here then. I'll go watch or do something else. Go fuck yourself. I can't wait until I can shut everybody out that's not a member here. Mm-hmm. You know what? I should. I'm looking for people to get on here. It's tough to get guests these days. Tell you, I don't know if you ever heard my bit. I would go on rants sometimes about like, why the fuck can't I get any guests? When I had under 10 shows and I was booking DDP and James Ellsworth and this guy and that guy and you name it. I had a million wrestling legends. Anytime I would send an email or a DM to somebody, they would answer it back. Nobody does that anymore. Nobody answers back. I've had Thunder Rose on years ago, and I sent her an email when I came back to podcasting. Nothing. And we even had a little back and forth as far as like, I'm always like, listen, when you get really big, don't, get all big on me and act like I don't exist. Well, she acts like I don't exist. It's what a lot of these people do now. They're like, oh, he just doesn't really exist. The algorithms aren't helping him out. And they certainly are not. So hit the like button, share this, tell a friend that this exists. I got to do a lot more shows, and I got to do a lot longer shows. Even if I fucking sit here like a Jerry Lewis marathon, one of them things. Telethons. Jerry Lawler telethon, was it? Anyway, I digress again. Let's listen to more old man fighting at 1 a.m.
Vanity project, and you wanted to stick it to Opie.
It was a 10-year business.
You stuck
it that a vanity project,
and you died. It was awful. And the only reason you cut it down is because you were losing money. That's what it was.
The last 2 years I was losing money.
But Chad, what does that to do with what does that do to be a narcissist?
How is that
starting
a
businesses?
I just love the face sometimes. I look at Chad, look at this face with Chad. You get the big white teeth, the real thin lips, the sunglasses, the hat, and then he just sits in and grins sometimes and gets real close to the camera. And I don't know, if you ever seen Fire in the Sky, go look at the aliens. If you put a hat and sunglasses on it, that's fucking Chad Zumach. Fact Jack.
You were losing money. That's what it was.
The last 2 years I was losing money.
But Chad, what does that do with what does that do to be a narcissist?
How is that
starting
a
business?
How is
Anthony needs your backup?
10-year run.
What is starting a business?
Anthony needs Kevin's backup.
I'm not saying that, but what is being a narcissist having to do with starting a business? Compound Media.
He is. He just is. You know it. We all see it.
It's not illegal to be a narcissist.
Bring on Gino. I need more backup. Bring on Chrissy Mayer. He needs backup.
But being a narcissist,
Bring on the Kumias Gus. Bring on Carl. He needs backup. He's a bitch. Bring it on.
Yeah, but Chad, being a narcissist is not even it's not being a pedophile, and it doesn't even matter. What's the problem with what he did?
Can I do that? How do I do that? How do I zoom in? No, it's not that. Every mouse I have, I've had 3 of them in the past couple of years. They all have this problem with the roller thing, so I can't roll it. Every time within a week, I start rolling and it goes up, down, left, right. It doesn't do exactly what I want, but I don't know. I'll look into it. I got to start zooming in like Red Bar, and I heard Red Bar is going through a divorce with Jules now, a really bad one. I don't know if you know who Red Bar is, but he's the master of the zoom in. Many other of his bits I did way back in the day too, so he can't say I stole anything from him really, but I will be stealing a zoom in. I know he zooms in, and we will be zooming in the future. I know people have done it to me, but they're like, we got nothing. We can't find anything. We zoomed in all in the background. It's all just stupid wrestling stuff and things, so they kind of gave up. But, I'm generally not a zoom in guy. I don't think I need to. I think I laid it out pretty good. Go watch Fire in the Sky, the aliens, and the spaceship when they take them up in there. Put a hat and sunglasses on them. That's what it is. Right there. Use your imaginations, everybody. Don't use AI or anything. We don't need to. Fire in the Sky aliens with a Z-Man hat. I may even have to make a meme of it myself to make this make sense. But that's what it is. Getting text messages. Hold on.
So you don't want to have him on your show for what reason?
You on tomorrow. Send the link. Let's go.
No, you're on now. Just do it now.
I'm doing it now, and you're making a fortune. You're welcome.
I'm not making a fortune. I already made a fortune. The point is, being a narcissist, everybody acts like that's a big slam. You're a narcissist. But what does it prove?
He's an egomaniac. I know these radio guys. I've seen him my whole life.
He does good impressions.
Tyler, I know all these guys. Preston and Steve. I know they're all the same.
You're crazy, dude.
No, you're the same guy. You think you're the guy. That's why you
say nothing compared to being Anthony.
You go to these low-level tiers of these losers like Carl and Melton and these guys that suck you off, and you love you're the
not like Chad who does 70 Spider-Man segments and hype train segments that are taken from Steel Toe that he took from somebody else, that he took probably from somebody else, and all these hack fucking 90s radio gimmicks that a lot of these guys are doing. Like, what are you guys up to? Like, why do you really think that highly of yourself? You really think that gets over with the crowd? I don't take myself seriously at all, because look at me. Look at what's around me. Look at what I talk about generally. I know this is dumb as fuck. I understand this is stupid. I like it. That's why I do it. And that's the only reason. That's why I do anything in this life. If you don't like it, don't do it. But these guys are acting like they're like, even Chad, I get it. You're on MLC all the time. Bro, it's one of these things. If I was on MLC every week for years and years like this, oh my God, I'd be fucking killing it. I'd probably create a stand-up act. And then I'd blow you out of the water with it. You understand? You understand, Tabby? Do I have to start yelling fake emotions and stuff too? I can do it. KB kept having to set Chad straight. Exactly. That's what the people want. Because Chad is lying. You think I'm like some big Cumia fan? I'm not. I know he was funny back in the day. Yeah. I know, like, these are all facts. This is fact, Jack. He's got something going on because he had something going on in the past. This shit doesn't, like, just die off. Even from my very little fame on Periscope, when I did come back, people knew of me. They knew who I was in certain chat. Oh, hey, aren't you the guy? Like, there's something there. So, of course, if you've been on some sort of national media for years on end, everybody's going to know who you are, at least in the cities that you were broadcast in. Chad just, in a childlike fashion, just goes, nah, he's a loser. He's a loser. Yep. And then that pisses KB off because he's like, you're lying. Why are you lying, bro? Because he doesn't necessarily love Cumia, but he's like, bro, you're just like talking shit, Again, there is so much more to make fun of people for, other than, yes, sure, the appearance stuff. You can do that. Like, that's very observational humor, right? A lot of us can do that. But, we should get into the nitty gritty of the core problems and stuff. And that's more highbrow humor if you want to do that, and could be funnier. But Chad can't do that. He's just loser, stupid, narcissist. This is dabbleverse level shit, bro. We're over this, man. Right? But he's not. But that's the appeal of Chad, that he doesn't seem to get it, right? But that's why I like the gimmick of him coming in with, oh, you're going to pile on. He planned this beforehand. That's a good plan.
Best. You're the man. You're awesome. We love Jocktober. We love the cake or whatever the situation is.
This is severe projection.
How it is? I didn't have that.
That's how you feel.
No, I didn't have this.
You feel,
I didn't have it.
I'm not that guy.
Cumia, I didn't have what you had.
I gave people jobs. That's what I did.
It was a vanity project. You gave people to suck me off.
It wasn't a vanity project.
You gave Steel Toe a job. You gave Aaron M. Holt a job.
Now, I didn't do that.
I win. You gave Steel Toe a job. You're a narcissist.
I had no idea. I didn't even know who Steel Toe was. I think that was one of Keith's brain fucking brain farts.
Idiot.
You're right.
An absolute fucking
I concur.
Idiot. And Kevin, just do one thing. Admit that you said it. He's content, but you have no respect for him. He's literally said terrible things about your children. He sits here and screams like a 5-year-old, and we all use him for the
right. Here's the voice of reason here. Gino, right, who screams the N-word to get a pop at a comedy club.
We know, Kevin. Kevin, I think I know you well enough, and I think you're intelligent enough to know that Chad's just a fucking lump of shit. He's entertaining, but if you look at his life, you've goofed on people whose lives were better than Chad's and told them that they're losers. You can't possibly look at Chad and his life and go, yeah, there's a successful guy.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's just like the fact that he's trying to nail you with the narcissist label.
Oh, I know.
Like,
the narcissist.
I know. Can you believe I'm listening to these old men argue in the day of our Lord? Sunday, the day of the sun and things. Crazy stuff. I don't know. I hope I'm forgiven. I heard God forgives, so we're going with that. And he what, Paladin? You're going to say that in the day of our Lord again? I can't even repeat that. They'll kick me off TikTok. Oracle, I'm fucking amazed Chad still had his voice today on Levy. He went on Levy. I'm sorry. I think Levy stinks. I didn't say that. I'll go on Levy. Have me on Levy. You'll fucking talk to any homeless person. So you're like, but then they'll talk to any autistic, homeless. You could be completely insane, and they'll have you on these shows. You could be a 70-year-old woman. They'll have you on. Whatever. You can be boring. But Dr. Huge, we can't talk to Dr. Huge. He might know what he's talking about. Can't deal with that, right? They want people more dumber than them.
Such a girl thing to say, by the way.
No, it doesn't even matter. So again, Kumi is not
narcissist.
Kumi is not successful because he's a narcissist. He's successful because he's funny and people love the impressions. It's like Opie's not a genius, but he caught on like this guy's entertaining. He didn't do a show with you because you're a narcissist. He did a show with you because this guy's entertaining. Yeah. He's got an entertaining impression.
Did you hear, Senior? I was on Stuttering John months ago. That's a huge deal. And I had stalkers for a couple weeks and everything. It was cool. It was like people cared about old Dr. Huge here for a minute, right? Remember when you cared about me? Oracle, quit shunning the good doc. Exactly. Shadow banning me. Everybody's messing with me out here. I'm telling you, it should be way easier if only I had a JJ.
When I got fired, I looked around and said, I need to do something, and this seems to be the thing to do. And I built Compound Media, and I hired people, like I said, funny. They were misfits.
But it wasn't even your idea. It was Keith the Cop's idea, really.
He came to me and said, you have a studio in your basement. Put something together. And for me, it was a lifeboat. That's what I did. And Chad thinks I was like, where's this narcissistic vanity project I can put together? Vanity. I was just trying to keep my head above water.
Right.
If I could add one thing, and honestly.
Yeah, because he's paying like this guy below here like $100,000 a year or some shit, right? Or in total, or I don't even know. But paying that guy to do anything in entertainment form is... That's crazy, dude. So he had this thing called The Complex, right? And podcast station after he went DEFCON 3 on the blacks when he was walking around with a camera late at night and then, announced it to the world how much he hates the animals and the savages and things. So he lost his job at Sirius. And he started up the old KK complex, and they got him a show. Brennan had a show on there. The N word and the F word flowed like honey and milk over there. They loved it. So I'm just giving you a little bit of the lore of all this. And Philly Sports Pride, did you miss? You don't see my tweets anymore. Unless I go to your page, yeah, well. Yep. I don't see yours anymore either. How about that? I don't see the sleaze. I don't. I think sometimes I'm like, are people even online anymore? I think we've been drowned out by the bots. That whole dead internet theory, I think that's real. It's still crazy to me. I'll see things from 2019, like old posts. Somebody will find like a super old post of mine and like it or something. And I'm like, holy shit. But that's when I was like writing. I was writing and I would write like 50 tweets a day. You know, I was writing jokes and stuff. But then everybody just started stealing all my jokes. But I was really doing it for the show. Like I was writing material to remember for the show. I don't even do that anymore. Everything I do here is right off the top of the fucking dome. Because y'all a bunch of thieves. You don't like to use your brains anymore out here, first of all. Second of all, it's meaningless. Because I could write 50 tweets today and I might get one like on each. Everything's dead. Instagram seems to be dead. Facebook's long dead. Twitter's dead. Like all this stuff. That's why I don't even go live on Twitter anymore. What's the point? Oh my God. If you told me I could go live on Twitter back in the day and not just through Periscope, which Periscope was the live version of Twitter. Doing it now, I don't get anybody new from there. Nobody sees it. What do you want me to do? The internet doesn't want me to put myself out there. The only one that actually does help me a little bit is YouTube lately, which I thought was going to be the first one to get rid of me. And I've had WWE and a bunch of other things try to take my stuff down or whatever. Like, good luck. Keep trying. I'm going to keep fighting it because fair use, bro. I do understand it a little bit. I'm not lifting things. I am remixing it. I am just talking about stuff. I learned my lesson on live. You really can't play a whole lot of shit on live unless it's like podcasts like this, low level podcasts. Because even the high level stuff, I played some Jake Paul one day, and it was I'm talking during it. I'm doing my thing, you know. I don't just let these clips go, but it was like a 2-minute clip as I'm talking through it, and they still tried to get my whole live taken down and everything because of it. So fuck you, Jake Paul, and everybody that tries to finagle the game, even if they are robots and AI, because I know you can understand me. Go fuck yourself, AI, if you're taking my videos down and you're doing it in a nefarious fashion. I'm going to check the chat in a minute. I'm going to listen to them bitch a little more. Hold on.
To compliment you.
Hopefully it ends with a gunshot.
I have a spot tonight. You go, I hope it's on your lung. But if I could add one thing, and I will compliment you both.
Chad's still here. Still here.
You're good. You're good at making people laugh, and you like doing it. That was the next thing for you to open the studio and to bring on people and to just keep joking around, having a good time. Kevin, even though you're like, I'm leaving, blah, 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 you went here on YouTube and you enjoy it. And
I do have some lady friends I could bring on. I've literally had people on before in the old Periscope days. I'd have women on just to like sit there and look pretty. Yeah, I'll do it again. Is that what you guys want? I mean, we really did that. Maybe I'll pull some baloney out. YouTube TOS. Always tell the truth. And Oracle, you who Grillo's best guest was, and who I kind of wish would enter the dabbleverse, is Wendy Kaufman. She's an absolute fucking geek. Wendy Kaufman, who's that? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Wendy Kaufman. Snapple lady, in quotes, it says. The lovable lady from Long Island. Long Island, yeah. Wendy Kaufman is an American television personality known for being the spokesperson for Snapple and for her 2 stints on Celebrity Fit Club. Okay, so he probably knows her from, the Howard Stern Snapple segments and commercials and things. Look at that. I got a new wrinkle in my brain. Not sure how she would fit in, but she's all right. Well, I'm going to write the name down then. I don't know. She sounds like somebody that, could possibly get me kicked off of TikTok, if you know what I mean. But Wendy Kaufman. Man. All right. Who else? I always have all these ideas and I forget to ask these people to come on. Ken Shamrock. We want Ken Shamrock on. He's very like conservative, like Anthony Cumia, but he's way more tactful about it, which is kind of crazy because that guy was like punched in the head a bunch. And what's your fucking excuse, Cumia? You know, the booze. So yeah, I'm writing down a bunch of names right now, just like Cody Rhodes did his list. I'm doing a list right now. Let's do a list real quick. We'll bring these guys back. Don't worry. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the subscribe button. Everybody tell the show or tell people that the show exists. And that Dr. Huge is the best. Just do it. Thank you. We're doing this right now. Can you get off the screen? Shit. Who else do you want on? I can do it. We can get these people on. I know that name. Who is that? I'll write it down, but Benjamin Netanyahu. We'll get him on. Who else? BBQ1. Yep. I'm definitely fake writing this one down. Seth Rollins, right? They only do Kay Adams' show. You know, that lady that just learned what pro wrestling was a year ago. And she saw The Undertaker come out at WrestleMania. And she goes, what's this guy's story? Yep. Those are the ones. They get all the good guests. You know, Dr. Huge that knows everything about what these people do and their whole life story and everything. I don't get them. They can't deal with me. They're like, you have 6 viewers or something. We can't talk to you. Like, all right. Well, you know, it's not how it used to always be, right? And we're getting back into prime form, especially when I get my watch hours and we get monetized. We already got the 500 subscribers. I already showed the bald. And now I guess I got to get Jess on to have her come in with a tank top or something. That was the other promise. It wasn't really promised, but I'll get it. I'll get it done for you. Yep. Third input and all on Kay Adams. Holy mackerel. You know, she started off in my area. She wasn't like a beat writer or anything. She did a little show with one of our beat writers. And now, you know what? Let's go look at the internet real quick again. We'll come back to these bums in a second. Hold on, how do I do this? Oh my God, I don't even know how to do this anymore. Hold on. Because there's a girl that took her spot, basically, in the local Patriots news scene. And she just got married to the offensive coordinator of the Patriots. Which, you know, everybody's congratulating and everything. And then Dr. Huge is out here just like the fucking nepotism and the insider trading that goes on. It just makes me nuts. Makes me crazy. Because this lady is like a female Dr. Huge, but a lot skinnier and prettier. And she's your old ball coach now, right? And she's going to be marrying even the staff and everything. It's wonderful. I love it. Congratulations. Anyway, I'm getting to my page. I'm going to show you all my likes. So everybody can be mad at me. I use them as bookmarks. So, or I try to be nice to people and I like your post. All right, we're looking it up. Where is she? We got a bunch of other stuff to look at, too. Where are you? We're still scrolling. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. I'm starting to see some funny shit out here. Okay, so. Here we go. We're putting it up on the screen. Show it. Show the people. Congratulations to special teams coach Jeremy and his fiancee Kayla on their engagement. Yay! So yeah, she's hot, and all this stuff, but do you see why this upsets the huge? Am I not supposed to be mad at this? Why does everything make me so mad? But like this makes me, doesn't make me happy. Doesn't make me mad. Doesn't make me happy. You understand? And she definitely ain't no Rossini. Or is she? I don't know. She might actually be hotter. She's very skinny. So that's the only thing I'll say about that. I like a little more thickness, but, marrying a skinny girl ain't a bad thing. I mean, there's room to grow now, But yeah, that Rossini stuff, bro. Holy mackerel. He's bringing this lady on a boat. She's all pregnant. She's taking charges just to feel the touch of a man in a basketball game. She's out here. Do you hear the latest story? Rossini was like, I FaceTime coaches. I find out who the cop's favorite team is, and then I FaceTime with their coach and have them talk to him to get me out of tickets. If that dude is still with her, holy shit, bro. You must be a nerd squared. How can you be like over the age of 40 and your woman's going to be cheating on you that harshly? Talking shit about you in the media, trashing you and things, and then who knows? Who knows who the kids is, right? So I was like, bro, that's brutal. That is brutality, I would say.
What do we want to talk about?
And then she'd say, I've been banging Mike Vrabel for the past several years, and who knows, God knows who else. And in the meantime, while I've been having your kids, I'd say, first of all, we're going to figure out if these are even mine. And then,
go fuck yourself.
Never this, though.
Rest in peace.
That seems to happen a lot at the end of these cases. All right, let's continue to, what are we calling this? Huge and scrolling? We're huge and scrolling right now. Here's our boy Brack. We got to get Brack back. Why is he not watching my show right now? The fuck's your problem? What's your problem? I'm still listening to Too Much Ronnie the Limo Driver from the 2000s. What's your problem? You got a problem with me having fun on here? And then there's our boy Grillo. Shout out to Grillo, right? He doesn't like me. By chance, right? Go check out my Whatnot. I got a bunch of comic books up there. Good prices. And you can get $25 credit and buy stuff. And it's a legit app. This is not a scam. It will ask for your number and your email like everything else does. It's not anything crazy. Jorge Masvidal has new hair. Look at that. Can you fucking guys stop with that? Can you have a little bit of bald pride? Like, you're out here, you could beat a man to death with your bare hands, but you still need to look. You got to get your fake hair on fleek and shit, put hair on your forehead and shit. Come on, bro. We talked about this. Unbelievable news. Back in the day, you see this? Back in the day, this interaction wouldn't have gotten me 5 likes and a retweet. And I'm not one of these guys, I need all the shares and I need this and that. But I was around. I had 150 followers in like 2015, and I would get that all day, every day. But Sergeant Slaughter, writing back to me, and we're getting into it, and like nobody seems to recognize it. Nobody even picks it up. He's trashing Tiffy time. This should be news, right? But this is generally the news. This TMZ shit where it's like, are you a celebrity? well, bitches are going to be fucking with you, right? So the only reason I know about Tom Sandoval, I never watched any of his shows other than House of Villains, which is an amazing show. Go watch it. He supposedly is shoving ex-girlfriend and the dad, but he did push him into a lit fire pit. So let's watch this. Let's watch Tom Sandoval, who is basically like a little man. He's a little older. He's not somebody that's like dangerous. You're going to worry about beating you up or anything, I wouldn't think. So, first of all, why is he there with his ex? So he's there with his ex-girlfriend and her dad? All right, let's watch the film. Whoa, that's way too loud.
You just came out with that. Yeah, I just straight up said that? Are you kidding me? Bull. You're living in your own dream, man. Because I know what I know. I didn't explain these situations. I didn't explain fucking like. What else did you say? I just go. Hey, say Will. Good morning today. I didn't explain everything. It was a full-blown conversation. We were in a conversation. Yeah, we were in a conversation, and I explained all these things. And it came up.
This is just like Chad and Gina.
No, I did not say that. I did not say it like that. I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like that. What did you say? Are you recording it right now?
Here we go. We're getting into it. Are you recording? So this is the thing. All right, I want to explain this to the whole human population right now. If a man is trying to take something out of a female's hands, that's not assault. All right? I don't care what the fucking courts and the law says, because the law can say whatever it wants. The law says they can poison us. They can put Roundup in our food. So you still believe in what the law says, you're a fucking dope. So just like Tigger, which we're going to watch in a little bit too, from Rap City, the host of Rap City, they have me even thinking still to this day that Tigger was beating some chick's ass at his house. I seen the video and I'm like, oh, he's trying to take something out of her hands that's not hers. In this case, it is hers, but she's recording an obvious argument. I mean, come on. That's what kids and ladies do. As soon as something goes on, it's like the phone comes out and they hit record. We're going to get them, right? Because we don't have strength or anything. We got to use our manipulation tactics and make sure we get everything all out of context and shit.
You're recording me right now? You're recording me.
So he pushed over the father. He rolls around like a turtle on his back and then ends up right in the middle of the fire pit. Look at this. We got to run that back. Look at there, he goes right inside of it. Bro, why didn't you just roll off to the side, you idiot? Now they're fighting in the house. There you go. Good job, lady. Good job, lady. You got him fighting. Was that where your goal was? She runs in. Stop. No. Oh my God. I can't stand all these people, really. No, Bully Ray didn't block me. Not yet. Not yet. And I've been excited about Drake May since last year. It's like human Viagra. So we're killing it right now. We got AJ Brown too. They're gonna be throwing it around. I'm just not into pro sports in total like I used to be, because it's fishy. We'll put it like that. The shit is fishy. There's our boy Sergeant again, choking out the Hardy Bros. Yep, go watch this video. It's on the YouTube channel. Dr. Huge. At Dr. Huge Show on YouTube. Mm-hmm. There's another video. I got another video I'm going to probably post tonight, tomorrow. I don't know when to post videos. I post one at a certain time. It gets like thousands of views. I post another one at another time. It gets like 50 views. I don't like how that works. Danhausen, Sophie Cunningham. There's Brady being the best. Here's Tigger. We're going over all the domestic of the past week or so. So Tigger, Big Tigger from Rap City. If you're hip and you're old, you know about this guy. So this is in his crib, right? And let's see, supposedly, allegedly, YouTube TOS in a boxing ring this lady.
There you go. Never plug it back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture. Take a picture. Would she think you were gonna get him to take a picture or something else while you took some other shit with you?
Get off of me. Get off of me.
He's like, no, you're not taking my phone.
Get off of me.
So of course you can see in the background, right? She basically just like fell into the door because she wouldn't let go of whatever she was trying to steal from him.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
Oh, he's trying to get her out. And she's like, doing the foot on the wall type thing. Yeah. Hey, have fun, guys. You can have them all, man. I'm telling you. People are like, Dr. Huge, you're an incel and you're this and that. All right, if that's what you want to think, I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. I am over it. Look at KB here. She was on there yelling at Chad last night, too. She has a GoFundMe. Help me get a tummy tuck and new tits. So if you want to help with that, we have some new characters here. This is some of the ones that are leaking into the dabbleverse. This little redheaded guy over here, I kind of like him. I'm liking his style. He's very Stuttering John-like. He seems to be smart enough to do things, but not really bright enough to really understand what's happening. And then we got lawyers here that swing and do cocaine and things. I mean, that's fact. That's in the courts. And he's a part of the other shows. Then they all kind of fuck with this guy. They're kind of turning him into a locale. I guess that's like their plan. But let's see what this is, because I'm not quite sure. I kind of know of him, and I do know of the Ricada from the Steel Toe business and all that. Even though Steel Toe is boring as fuck, looks like Jared Fogle, does the graft, like actually brings out plates, like, please, we're trying to hit the goal this podcast. Imagine Dr. Huge doing that. Disgusting.
Around you. Again, delusional.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? Wife.
He calls her wife. Again, these guys that put these women on a pedestal, they think like they're cool as fuck. I have a wife. How cool am I? Oh, that's so cool. Like, no, it isn't in reality. It really ain't that cool. Sometimes people have 3-4 of them, right? Because they're not like, they whiff on some of these wives with an F.
You know what? Fuck this cunt. Shenny.
See, this is why this guy, he's getting over with me. He's got the fingerless gloves. Maybe he does get it. I think maybe he does get it. He's going to take this wave of hate and trolling, and he's going to ride it into monetization. So shout out to this fucking guy. I would love to have him on the show. I don't even know his name, to be honest.
Get me the photos off the fucking wall. Get me the. I want the business photos, and I want my ex photos.
I definitely fucks with this guy more than this guy over here. Because look at this guy's hair, first of all. Have some bald pride, bro. No matter how much you comb that hair forward, you still look bald, all right? I'm bald. I deal with it. I still can get chicks if I want to get them. You know, I'm busy being an incel right now and talking about internet nonsense. But you, look at that fucking hairdo. That must be the Coca-Cola. He must be on the Coca-Colas.
The ones that piss you off. Get me those. Fuck these guys.
I need some fingerless gloves.
Oh, you're nothing. Yeah, women do. Fuck you. Fuck you, cunts. Watch this.
He says, watch this. I think what's about to happen, he's going to show everybody that he knows people, okay? Remember what Chad, I was just talking about Chad dropping names and shit. This is the ultimate version of this. So again, this is no hate. This isn't me lol-cowing anybody. I don't do the lol-cow thing. I like to have fun with everybody, you understand? And this, I think, having him on and pleading his case for everybody. I can almost, I think I could agree with most of what he says. But I think the way he goes about it, whether he knows it or not, see, I don't know him well enough to know if this is a work or not. But that's why I find this highly entertaining. Because if this is not a work, this is some fucking gold.
Thanks, babe.
Wife.
One moment, please.
Wife. Wife.
Yeah. Oh, it's dusty.
Breeder.
I don't care if it's dusty. You got them all? Here we go. Let's start with oh no, these don't have my I know. I'll start with these ones.
Show them the pictures.
You got them all down. It's fine. You got them all down. Fuck it. It's Liam time.
His name's Liam. All right, this is probably why I'm fucking with him. I fuck with the UK like this. You guys are kind of funny over there. And again, I don't know if he's trying to be, but you guys are kind of funny and sound funny, so.
Fucking stalkers ready? Here we go. Here are my photos. So let's see. This is me with Michelle Herrera, who Elle is named after. She is the mother of the lead singer of MXPX.
Oh, yeah, punk rock band. Yeah, I know them.
This is Art, who is his father, you know. This is Liam in his prime, if you can see, at the third show doing security for Good Charlotte. The third show they ever fucking did, ever.
Pop punk bands from the early 2000s, bro. Obviously more famous than the bands I was hanging around in my local scene, but we were brutal. We were hardcore with it. This is not hardcore. This is 13-year-old girl music, so.
But look at me there, my beautiful fucking golden mane. Look at me in my prime. Look at that. This is me with a fellow from Mensa. You guys might fucking recognize.
Oh, is that Stuttering John? He was in Mensa.
Too. You might recognize him. Fucking cunts.
Yes.
Give me that one.
Give me it, wife.
Excellent. Here you go, Nick. How's that, Nick? How's that? This is me negging. Who's that? Who am I negging in that photo, Nick Rickay?
What does negging mean? I need Danny. You got to come on next week. I need to know what negging is. We got to get into this guy with Danny. I actually had a few Danny-centric notes this week as well. I wanted to talk about the Citizen Vigilante. I'm going to hold on to that. That's going to be funny. I actually watched it. Shit's wild. One point in that movie, I just got to point this out. There's one point in the movie, he actually kills like a random stranger in a car to prove a point to a judge, right? And then it blows up in the most cartoony, low-budget fashion. I was just dying. What a movie that was. And I totally get why, European countries and things hate it and stuff because it goes against the narrative that they're going with. And listen, we all get it. It just seems so very elementary schoolish the way that they're rolling this all out and trying to get there to be, race wars all over the place and all kinds of political wars and stuff. It's just wild shit. So yeah, we'll probably have we got a good entertainment show set up for you sooner or later because there's a bunch of entertainment notes here and that's definitely one of them. But anyway, I digress. Back to Liam here.
Yeah. Who's fucking crawling all over me, Nick Riccati, you fucking sad little fuck? More beautiful than Anna. Does anyone recognize who that
Gwen
is?
Stefani?
Does anyone recognize who that fucking is crawling all over Liam? Oh, who's that?
I don't know.
Who's that?
Who is
Look
it?
Look at me going on. Who's that? And we dated, you motherfucker. We dated.
You dated Gwen Stefani?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Who's that? And who's that? Look, there's some fat Mike. There's Liam. There you go.
I don't know.
And this is me punching a fucking Cokie the Clown in the face, you fucking idiot. Give me all of them. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. Fuck with me.
This is not how you handle it, by the way.
Fuck around with me. Let's see. Liam's a nothing. Liam's a fucking nobody. Here you go, Nick. Fuck the script. This is better than the fucking script. Look. Look. Oh, look.
Is that Jay and Silent Bob? He's with Jay and Silent. Guess what? I was with Jay and Silent Bob too. Well, Jay. Silent Bob wasn't there. Kevin Smith. But Jay was at one of my bars back in the day. So take that, Liam.
Oh, look who it is.
Look at the dogs. Look at the dogs, you dumb fucks. He has 2 dogs.
Look who the fuck it is, you fucking wankers. You poser fucking losers. Look, I'm breastfeeding fucking this guy. Look at this. Fuck you all. All of you know-nothing, non-famous joke YouTuber motherfuckers.
Do you want more?
No, save the other photos. No, save the other. That'll do. We got that one.
Okay, now.
I know.
This can't be real, right? This can't be real.
I got fucking these fucking clowns.
He's wearing the fingerless gloves and being tough in like a karate gi or whatever. In front, and he literally has Smallville over his back shoulder. The DVD set of Smallville.
I'm Liam Gray, you motherfuckers. I'm Liam Gray, you baldo-loving motherfuckers. You know, I hope Eliza clips this. We need to talk about Kevin, yeah.
So you guys get it, right? Like, we've gone from the natural, organic kind of outbursts into works and gimmicks and people screaming. Like the whole Karmic X thing, right? Because Karmic's, I mean, it's so performative and tired, in my opinion, my expert opinion. Like, I've had enough of that. I think everybody else has as well. And does this guy know any words other than fuck? I don't know. No. Probably not. Listen, I'm not going to say anything about that. The Sleaze is also a fuck guy. So. Maybe not. Maybe he's just really mad, but I think it's a work. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going with it's a work. What else do we have? Hold on. We got to finish the Baby Fatso versus the Count video. So let me pull that up again. You guys just wait. This is what the pros do. We make people wait. Okay? It's going to give me an advertisement. Then we go over here. And then I click a couple more buttons. And in the meantime, the rest of you guys all hit the like button. And you share the show. And you let everybody know that we're live. And that the channel exists. And how fucking cool it is. And all that stuff, right? Window. Yeah, we'll take that. And we will put it on the screen. Here we go.
Comedy,
and he's doing well.
I love the banking.
Yeah, it's not a. Okay, go ahead, Gino.
He had one more thing. Chad failed out of everything he's ever done, and he's one of those people that goes, "I guess I'll do comedy now because it's easy," and it's insulting to people like us who are good at it. Because
I disagree. I think Chad.
And this is why Chad's funny, because he said, "You're not." And he said, "I'm stupid." And he said, "Anthony's narcissistic." And never once has he said anything funny he's done. And he lies about other people so that you'll like him. And no one really likes him. Now put him back on so he can laugh like a hyena and we can all be like, "Oh, Chad, you're winning,
He could declare victory for himself.
Yeah. Ugh, so pathetic.
Yeah, put him back on. He might run away.
Because this is what, because anyone.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you do it again, I'm gone. I can't.
I don't want to do it, but I can't ever talk it
Three on one. I'm not 3 on 1. Kevin, who cares about good? Kevin, who cares about good content and super chats? You're right. Get rid of me. Get rid of me.
Chad,
you don't want that.
Chad, you're not the draw here, Chad.
Chad, I know what I'm doing.
Anthony, you know I am. You know I am.
I've been doing it for years now. I've been doing it for years now.
You and Gino are both
only because
lying.
I'm here too. Believe
Listen,
me.
at the end of the day, you know what's going on right now. Bring Gino back on. Who cares? Stop this X and out. Like leave him on.
When I tuned in, and
I gotta run a show.
But it's too much. Stop it. It's retarded. All of this is retarded.
That should be your motto.
Chad, can you admit
where's the chippers in the
what's the matter? A little whiskey. What is it? Whiskey or vodka?
I slipped up.
Whiskey or vodka? Yeah,
I slipped up.
Like
coming from a guy who almost died from alcohol.
You're drunk, Chad.
You literally almost died from alcohol.
Yeah, I blame Gino for that too. Gino drinks a lot. And, boss, come over. Let's go. More boozing over here. More boozing. He literally sent his boy into the hospital with all the fucking boozing.
You literally almost died from alcohol.
You really don't get the whole alcohol.
Kumia, you're almost 70.
My dad
almost died.
Oh, my God.
Chad, I'm almost 70, so I should
almost died from drinking. And you're still drinking.
Thing.
You almost died from drinking. You almost, it's a sad situation.
Talk about how Gino almost killed me with booze.
Yeah, man. Look at you guys.
Funny twist.
Team up. I slipped up on a word. You got it.
An idiot.
Got him.
And by the way, you goof on that. I've never ragged on your looks or your clothes or anything because I have so much other shit to talk about. What a piece of garbage you are. When you have to resort to calling people old and wrinkled like you did with the Penny and I have a heart
she's old
attack.
as fuck.
Drinking and
I told you my main thing is what actually gets me mad about people are the ones that are boring. And then it makes me feel some kind of way because, again, I'm a person. I'm in touch with my feelings. And so when Kevin Brennan has like a 70-year-old woman on or an autistic guy on that walks in circles and shit like that, but he won't have me on, I go, what the fuck? Like, what? Are you kidding me? So you're going to have all these people on that will bore everybody to death. I get it. It's good for you. You can, like, the same way I feel like I could work with anybody if I can just get somebody on the show, right? And that gives me a little bit of respect, and comes on here. I can goof around with just about anybody. And you know what? We'll go get some big titty bitches on here. And we'll goof around with them. They're very hard to nail down. They'll say they'll do things and things like that, but then they don't do things. You understand? They're very hard. There's nobody flakier than Big Titty Bitch. All right? But we'll try to lock some down for the viewers out here. And for myself and for the channel, right? But in the meantime, it'll be better than looking at all these mugs on screen. And this guy, in the meantime, literally in his 50s, right? I know people love that word. Is goofing on a guy that's pushing 70. It's like, you're going to be 70 tomorrow, bro. That I will stick up for these old hacks too. Like that's pretty hack to just be like, you're just going, you're old. Well, what am I supposed to do? Die at 30? Right? No, people get old. That's what happens. And in this day and age, trust me, the old people are way fucking cooler than the young people. Have you seen the young people lately? They're not cool. They may think they're cool. Well, they can have it, right? You guys can have your own set of coolness, which is like usually like doing this or something. But my type of cool generally lies on anything before the year 2000.
Because you have nothing else.
No, I just call it like I see it.
You have no valid.
You have no valid
points against.
If these guys got in a fist fight, one of them would probably die. Heart failure, stroke. They just keel over for whatever reason. Brendan doesn't fight anybody. People have gone on his shows and have gotten into it with him. He holds people's wrists so that they can, just in case. So if they get close and it's getting threatening, he'll hold your wrists. Cumia ain't doing anything. He did slap a nerd's glasses off that was pressing him at Rodney's, saying, "You're a this, you're a PDF, you love trans, you love this and that," and he slapped his glasses off. And then Gino over here, he was punched in the face by Pat Dixon, who's in this world of hack comedians and things. And he went into a bar because Gino had his ex-girlfriend on as a goof, right? Hilarious. So Pat didn't think it was that funny, and he punched him in the face. And then Chad Zumach, he got punched in the face a couple years ago, and he claimed it was a group of guys. One of them punched him in the face because he said something to one of their girlfriends or something. And he had a huge black eye. And he claimed that they screamed, "This is Cumia country" afterwards. And it all was come out to be a lie. And, because he lies a lot. So, but it was fun while it lasted, the whole Cumia country era of MLC.
Point, dabble point.
You call them losers
dabble point.
And narcissists. Meanwhile, you're a loser. You're not even big enough to be a narcissist.
But why do the people you like me? I don't understand.
They don't. No one likes you. No one even knows who the fuck you are.
You think that. You're wrong.
Who do I know that even knows who the fuck you are? That isn't
all of them. Jim Brewer, Jim
guys
Florentine.
in the business. Guys in the business.
They like me.
No, you opened for them.
I'm friends with them.
They needed somebody that wasn't that good so they could look better.
Can you point at this guy right here? This guy you gave an allowance to for 10 years that nobody gave a fuck about?
Yeah, you can say that all you want.
That's Stuttering John's opener right here to my left. This is Stuttering John's opener.
And
what do you got, Anthony? You got nothing, dude. You're a rat. It's a rat.
What is a
That's
rat?
Stuttering John's opener.
You declared victory.
That's Stuttering John's opener.
You declared
Stress Factory. Rodney.
My point has been proven.
What do we got? You got nothing, son. Just leave him on screen, Kevin. Stop it.
I know it's too many people
it's fun.
talking.
People like it. People send super chats.
What was it tonight?
I'm a number one show in the country. I'm a number one show in the country.
There's 1,000 people watching. I know what to do. I know what I'm doing.
What did you get paid in tonight? Whiskey or vodka?
I got paid in cash.
Ah, yeah. Did it get stolen like your merch money? Another fucking lie.
Good one, boss.
You are such a lying sack of shit.
Good one, boss. But he really does that. That's why he's the worst of the worst, in my opinion. Because he talks to his friend. "Hey, boss. That's a good one, boss." So he's saying it in a joking form, but he does that shit, and it's cringe. And he is elderly at this point, and to act like you paid me to do a show on your network, and it's just very skeezy and slimy. I don't trust this guy at all. I mean, I trust him more, and I know for certain how he feels about people that look like me, understand? But this is like, I can't do this. And then this guy, I would never trust. I watch as a goof sometimes. I haven't watched his show in a long time because it's just not fun anymore. When he's trying to big time even Dr. Huge, it's like, please. Like, Negro, please. And then we got our leader. We don't call him boss. We call him our leader over here, just like Clearwater Chad. There's other people in his chat that call him boss. Just as fucking cringe as this guy calling this guy boss. So if you're ever in MLC's chat and you see people calling this guy the boss, it means they're fucking stupid.
Everyone knows it. You make a certain face and you have a certain like smugness when you're lying. No,
you're such
don't go overboard. We've all seen
No. You're smart.
You're a compulsive liar, Chad.
Anthony, your whole life's a lie.
All the time for no apparent
reason.
reason.
Your whole life's a lie.
How is my life a lie? You can't just say what I'm saying.
Down to buying a chick a laptop on the internet.
I was like,
you're just a liar. You're a piece of shit.
Take a laptop. They didn't even have laptops.
Doing cocaine at the New York Comedy Club. Let's keep going. You want to keep going? How many times have you cheated on Missy?
Cocaine since 1986.
Let's go. You're lying. You're lying. You're a liar. You're a liar. You just have a bigger following than me.
Let him talk. Let
you
him
have a bigger following than me.
Let him defend himself.
Chad, how am I lying? You are a proven liar. There are things you can point out about you that
Melton said it.
Fucking lie.
Where?
When did I lie about anything?
I'm telling you,
I'm certainly not known as a liar.
I'll wait till you're done. And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would play Phil Hickerson right now if I could get away with it, but YouTube would kick me offline. So we kind of have to deal with this for now. William Robinson. I'm very restricted when I'm live on what I can play and what I can't. This is one of the few things that I actually like that I can play on here. So that's hence why we're doing it. But I feel like the more we're doing this, we went to wrestling stuff. We talked wrestling in this, and I'm not watching the shows anymore because I'm not paying for it. I can't watch all this, and it's bad. So it's like the trifecta of me not watching wrestling and not giving a shit about any of that. This is more pro wrestling than pro wrestling right now, because pro wrestling right now is just trying to get as much money out of everybody. And then in the meantime, if you critique it or say, hey, maybe we shouldn't have Sammy as champion. Maybe we should, have things popping like it was back in the day, have things more exciting and a little edgier or whatnot. They're like, nah, Danhausen, more just slop, AI written slop, more AI vignettes. No, I'll take the dabbleverse. Even though it's dying off, I'll still take that over TKO's WWE. And then people like, oh, watch AEW. Well, all right. If I want to watch the good AEW stuff, I'm going to have to get the pay-per-views. Pay $50, $60 instead of watching their regular scheduled shows on the cable networks and things, because generally those aren't very good either. Even their fans say that. They're like, your pay-per-views are amazing. These shows stink. And then I got to go, oh, well, maybe I'll go watch old matches, right? But then those guys aren't even alive anymore, half these dudes. It doesn't have the same, I don't know, entertainment value when you know it's a match is older than you are, alive right now. So I'm sorry to do it to you, William Robinson. I will have you on. We'll talk old school wrestling. I'll disrespect you and tell you how old you are, just like these guys, for entertainment. And then, and then we'll get somebody with big boobs on, and we'll work on that. We'll talk about that. Look at it. Maybe I'll put that first. We'll do that first. Okay. Right. And I'm bald. Don't forget, Coach. AEW, you're an AEW guy, right? You love AEW. All my regular guests hate AEW. Yeah, Brett talked about psychology of a match. He was definitely a master at it. You can see it's severely lacking in the modern product. It's not even existent anymore. Listen, I've done this many times. That's why it's old hat for me if I want to go in and be analytical about what I'm watching as far as the matches and really get in depth with it. I can do that. It's boring. Nobody wants to hear it. A lot of the people that used to watch my show, even when I was on Periscope, they could give a fuck about wrestling. And they would tell me that while they're watching. They're like, I'll watch it because I like you. I watch this and I listen to you talk about wrestling because we like you. We don't like wrestling. We'll hear about it through you. Okay. So I get that the audience is like me. If I don't like this shit right now and I think it's terrible, that must mean the rest of you guys must really fucking hate it. It must be completely non-existent in your lives because it's that bad. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a deep cut, Philly Sports Pride. Yeah, Jenny from Finance, the fake IG model. I remember I had a few of my own regular guests thinking that I really believed that was true. It's a shame sometimes when people, like, I'll go into like I'm stupid gimmick or whatever, and then people really buy it. They're like, it's not real, dude. You know you're not. You know this guy isn't giving you $1,000 in Twitch bits, right? I'm like, I'm acting like he is. You get it? Like, come on. But, you know, when you have to explain jokes, it doesn't really work that well. Yep. Yeah, get set up. Don't be just another chatter on the mic out here, right? We can do that. Listen, if these guys can do it, anybody can do it, bro. Okay? Yes, and big boobs first. Big boobs for life. Listen, listen, ladies. Even if you don't have big boobs, Dr. Huge still has love for you. Believe it or not, I actually prefer small boobs, big hips, big butts, long legs. Some combination of that. I'm more of a lower body guy. Hips down. If you got like one of them small waists and then like big everything else or long everything else or whatever, that's the shit. The titties are kind of like, it's the cherry on top for Dr. Huge. It ain't the be all end all. You can do stuff with them, but you can't do that much with them. You understand? The other stuff down below, you can do a lot of stuff with that. Okay. Just a fun fact for those that don't know, for all the other real incels out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have a lady on that would say, Oracle, she'd be like, I was in college for radio and I did this for radio and that. And I'm like, and I'm still better than you. She stunk. She could have been good, but, she was trying to take advantage of the Huge in my popularity. And I saw that a mile away, and I don't do that. I'm not paying anybody. I don't want anybody leeching off me or anything like that. But if you can get some gigs off of being on the Dr. Huge show, that's cool. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, listen, you don't got to tell me that you went to school for something that I do already that's way better than what you do. You understand? Otherwise, I'd be on your show, right? And telling you I went to school for this. You got it.
You lied about messaging Kate Meany. I saw the DMs in the instant before you went into the quadruple bypass on.
How did I
Instagram.
lie about messaging Kate Meany?
You did. You were trying to hook up with her.
He went for his Qui-Gon Jinn double bypass. Is that what he said?
I was.
You were trying.
Not.
You were lying. Kate, send me the DMs, please. So I can send them.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Show me how I was trying to pick up Kate Meany.
You're just a liar. You're a piece of shit. You're a garbage person. Just admit it.
All right, so everybody knows what's going on here. Kate Meany was at the time, 24, 25-year-old female stand-up comic. Again, the only reason her father was a famous stand-up comic. It's that nepotism shit. The same reason AJ Styles went into his son's match last night and helped him win it. It's because it's easier to get into these businesses and areas when you already got somebody in there that opens the door for you. Unlike Dr. Huge, I'm kicking the door down. I'm going to find one of these doors. I'm going to kick it down. It might be Kate Meany's dad's door, but anyway, she set up Stuttering John on 2 different occasions. One by giving him a bunch of phone calls, and of course, Stuttering John, he's like in his 60s. He thinks he was going to mack it to this 24-year-old college girl and managed to hit the skizzins, basically. And that was not the case. And she then took his phone calls and all their private talking, gave it to Shuli, his arch nemesis, for him to play at like Shuli cons or whatever that they do over there. And then John did it again. Started talking with her again, and she did it again. Then, simultaneously, she was doing it with this guy, the Z-Man, getting him on the phone, talking for 4 or 5 hours a clip. You're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, talking to 20-something-year-old girls thinking you're going to get some and she's playing you and you know she's a comic and you know she's been in around the dabbleverse. Like you can't be dumber than that. You can't be. Listen, I'm sniffing out ring rats and things around here. I get it, and I've been getting it. These guys are in the business, supposedly. They know people, supposedly, but they don't get that, like, they're being recorded and shit in their private phone calls. And even after they've been burned, they go back. So that's the lady he's talking about. And he's like, I know she's crazy. Well, you didn't back then. You own it. You're a garbage guy.
But
You're
Chad,
a garbage guy.
Chad, weren't you a fan of Opie and Anthony?
Unbelievable.
No, I was a fan of Howard Stern. I came to Opie and Anthony right when Jim Florentine got on because I would listen. And then Anthony got fired, which was amazing. And then I would listen to Opie and Jim when Kevin Brennan came on. Oh, that's you.
Expedia is the place to bundle and save on flight.
I'm never getting YouTube Plus or whatever the fuck. Never getting it. Again, I remember when this was all free.
Oh, by the way, the last time I did message Kate Meany, and believe me, my girlfriend knows about it. She knows that I went to a strip club with Kate Meany when I was...
Again, Kate Meany, who's never said a funny thing in her life, talking to all these dudes, right? Dr. Huge goes on Stuttering John's show, props him up, helps the show, makes it a good episode, and he tells me afterwards, oh, fuck that guy. But Kate Meany can literally take hours of his time, never give him any pussy, and then give all these private, talks to his enemy. Do I got it right? Isn't that weird? So if Dr. Huge had a vajayjay, with the way I can get down here, I'd be the president of the United States. It looks like at least the leader of the dabbleverse, at very least. I'd have my own GoFundMes to fix my tits and my cankles.
Was in town years ago, and then I came out from a lap dance and she was gone. But we hung out after one of Chrissy Mayer's shows, and the last time
Chrissy Mayer's hilarious, by the way.
She had sent me audio recordings of you calling
Play
her, and they are
play
so I'm not that guy.
I'll give you $1,000. Play them.
I need your $1,000.
I'll send you $1,000. Play them.
Another GoFundMe? Are you going to get another GoFundMe to give me the grand?
You're lying. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a piece of shit liar.
I'd sooner give $1,000 to that piece of shit.
$20,000.
Gino Bisconti.
$50,000 to play him. You fucking liar. You piece.
In the meantime, I got people going, Dr. Huge, you're a scam artist. You tried to create a GoFundMe for your dying aunt that had ALS. And then everybody else creates GoFundMes for gags and gets money. I got zero money from anybody other than people that I knew, which is fine. Right? But again, this is why I think the world is weird. I think it's stupid. I find that the best kind of artist, no matter what entertainment you're into or looking into, is buried under all the slop. Generally, the AI slop at the top, then the bullshit that gets pushed underneath that, and then Dr. Huge. So, if you're here right now, shout out to you guys. You guys get it. Hit the like button.
Piece of shit, you lying piece of shit.
You don't think there are you don't think there are recordings?
Play him!
You don't think does he not think there are recordings of him calling and talking to Kate Meany and making awkward junior high school boy sexual advances toward her? I see him. I have him on my phone. I have them on my phone.
Oh,
you don't think so? You don't fucking think so? Hold on.
Gino, we're getting an echo from you, you stupid fucking.
Why? I'm sorry, I'm on my regular phone. Is it bad?
You?
No. Whenever I let Gino on, I get a feedback.
Really?
Kate Meany. Let's see.
Chad, are you worried about the Kate Meany tape?
I can't wait.
It's like Watergate.
I'll just play a little so you know.
Gino, fix your.
Can I play the stuff about you and Kate Meany? Can I play
now?
The stuff?
Hold on.
Let
let's get this straight.
It's crazy to me. They all trusted this young broad. Like, you guys are insane. They're really hard up for the puss. Man, you guys love you some puss, don't you? You just want, even if you already got supposedly girlfriends and wives and things. And I'm talking about every single one of these guys in the Dabbleverse. Maybe not Gino. He actually has a hot wife. Kiki's hot. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I seen her on that Alex Stein show. She's dope, right? So I'll give him that. I don't know how he pulled that. I think she's just insane. Like, she's like a Harley Quinn to his Joker. Like, they're just both fucking nuts. And she got used to him, and she's with him, right? But as far as all these other guys, they'll even have ladies with them, but it's like they just can't get enough. It's like, I got it. Oh, this Kate Meany, she's a hot young girl, and it's like, bro, she doesn't give a fuck. She will throw you under the bus the first chance she gets. And she pretty much does that to all these guys. And it's hilarious. So, again, Kate, if you want to come on the show and laugh at these guys, go ahead. I don't want nothing from you. Trust me.
Play for play. Let's go for play for play.
Go first.
Hold on. Let's get this first.
Let's go play for play.
Are you saying that you did not talk to Kate Meany on the phone and make sexual advances toward her?
No.
I don't believe that. There's no way a man that's damn near 50 probably at the time is sitting there talking with a young girl for hours. Hours, they said. This is out of his own mouth. I remember back in the day, he's like, oh, we would talk for 4 or 5 hours. Same thing with Stuttering John. And what came of it? Nothing. You mean to tell me you did that out of the kindness of your heart because you had so much fun talking with a fellow comedian? Is that what it is? Right.
Are you ready?
What's this one?
No, let Anthony go first.
Do you like having sex with women?
Do I like having sex?
I missed this part. I can't believe this shit. Look at this. They're both up. This is so junior high stuff. This is amazing. Man, we might have to go another hour here. I was about to close this thing down. Look at what is going on here. 2 grown men, and they're both showing the messages in the voice calls from Meany, who's she's a baby in all this.
Yeah.
Remember this?
As of right now.
Disgusting. You just shut up. It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fees equals no worry.
Hold on, folks. If you're listening on the podcast, this is YouTube. This isn't me. Listen, it's not because I'm cheap or I'm broke or anything. It's because YouTube fucking sucks. Get it?
Like, what kind of question is that?
The last woman you were with, the blondie, was she any good in bed?
Not bad.
Ugh.
Not bad.
This is a nothing burger.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's this big thing, but you're trying to have this sexual.
Where's the thing?
A little conservative.
It believe me, it goes on for a while, and it gets more sexual, and you start talking about your sexual prowess.
Play it.
You talk about your sexual prowess.
Play it.
No, give me 1,000.
Wait, Anthony, where'd you get that from? She sent it to you?
Right from the source, Kate Meany.
Play it.
She can't stand fucking this asshole.
Right, dude, I have the same shit. Now you want to keep going? I don't think you want to, Anthony.
Now your turn. What do you got?
Play what you have.
He played it.
I don't have a I'll play.
So he's Anthony had nothing. Now what does Chad have?
Play it on your show. Send me the link and I'll play it on your show. What? Go ahead.
Be a big super chat show.
Touche, Chad. What do you got? Go ahead.
Chad, play your clip.
That was a nothing. There was nothing there. There was nothing.
Well, you were on the phone with Kate talking sexual shit. So I don't know what you're talking
about. Not about her or anything else.
Go ahead, Chad.
I don't. Oh, hold on. Let me turn the.
Chad, you got.
How does Missy feel about that? By the way, that you're talking to Kate Meany on the phone.
Play the clip. It was you talking
to
Missy on the phone.
You know what it is, Chad? If you knew what a guy-girl relationship was like, you would know that that's not
I would know what a user does.
You don't know what it's like to be in a relationship with a woman.
You to
a
get free rent,
and
free
and
everything.
you can say things like, oh, yeah, Kate Meany texted me and she sent me this audio.
Dude, you're a creepy guy.
How is that? Holy
you're
shit.
a creepy guy.
Holy shit. Holy shit. He turns everything into...
Chad, play
I'm a creepy guy. I'm a liar. I'm a narcissist.
My problem with Anthony is like he wants to sue people like John, and he's going to sue me. So it's a weird.
I never said I was going to sue you.
You
I
would
waste my fucking time.
You will, because you want
John is John
and
Paul Getty compared to you. John is
you want the Reddit
Rockefeller
clout.
compared to you as far as suing anybody goes. I could get more money out of John than I'd ever get out of you. You have nothing, Chad.
All right. I think we've worn this out. This went on and on and on. There's even other segments with KB in here, the female KB, right? That we saw her GoFundMe earlier. She's trying to get a tummy tuck and new tits or something. Oh, good game, everybody. Oh, my God. I need those watch hours. Go watch my little promo edits and my shorts and all that stuff. I got another promo edit coming out tomorrow. I do. I just remix these little promos and make them more fun than they are. Because, trust me, they're not entertaining in the least these days. The WWE stinks. We generally talk about wrestling around here. Dabbleverse stuff. You know, whatever tickles my fancy. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back this evening. So I got more notes. I got more things to look at. There's really no video games to play anymore. Otherwise, I'd be probably gaming tonight. Arc Raiders is the shits right now. That stinks.
It's the shits.
Madden is glitchy. It's all get out. So what else do we have, right? Maybe I'll get the new Spider-Mans. The Miles Morales Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. They're on sale this week, folks. Give me some money, PlayStation and everybody else. Anyway, good game, right? We did it. We talked about everything, and we did it solo. Who can do that, Stuttering John? Nobody but Dr. Huge. But yeah, I would love to get some new, fresh faces on. William Robinson. I know you've been on WLYX 93.0 FM. Probably had a little catchy slogan or mascot or something. WNBC. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get. I'm starting a list right now. Ken Shamrock's at the top. Wendy Kaufman. I'm getting on it right now. But don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And of course, if you ever see a link, a notification of Dr. Huge's, you hit it, you show up. I'm generally on Saturdays. I got to do more. I should be on maybe some nights this week. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. Everybody else, we did it, man. Killed it. All right. Have a good day, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.